Hello and welcome, Adventure Golf fans, to the second day of the very last tournament in the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour 2025-2026 season. It is the New Zealand Open 2025, and it seems like a little bit of a tradition that we always finish with the New Zealand Open. And if 2023 and 2024 are anything to go by, today is going to be fast paced and extremely dramatic. Looking at the leaderboard, we have Cameron Cooper and Patrick Holler currently tied for the lead. They are at 4 under par, 5 under par, both of them. Cameron Cooper, Patrick Holler at 5 under par. Matt Ansley, 6 under par. Josh Mars and James McCarthy, 8 under par. John Ansley and James Goatley at 9 under par. So only 4 strokes separating the top 7 players with 3 rounds to play. The action is going to start very soon. So what I'd like everyone watching to do, please comment on Facebook and YouTube. Let us know where you're watching from and let us know which players you are going to be cheering on today. So everyone that's watching, please now leave a comment on Facebook and YouTube. I will be reading your comments out, and you can keep on doing that all throughout the day as well. Just before the action starts, we have a panel of experts here giving commentary all throughout the day. Dave, I'll hand over to you to introduce our expert panel.
Yes, it's me, Dave Vida. Good morning to everyone, and good day, mates, and hello, Kiwis. And I've been called many things, an expert, not always one of them, but I'll take it whenever I can get it. Yesterday, an exciting day here in New Zealand. Boy, this tournament always has some good surprises, and as you just heard Andrew talk about the leaderboard, not surprising to see who we have at the top: Cameron Cooper, Patrick Holler, Matt Ansley, Josh Mars, James McCarthy, setting up the next 3 rounds for some unbelievable excitement. And it's going to happen very, very fast. Our players are already on the field playing as we speak. Tom Loftus is here too. A couple of putts. Where are you, Tom? Are you there?
I'm in Minneapolis, and the weather's not too bad. It's not that different than our friends who are playing mini golf in Wellington, maybe slightly cooler. We had someone who just made an ace and is doing some posing, and I'm
Emmy
a fan of
Steedman,
that.
yes. Emmy doing great with an ace and giving us a little bit of a tout. And Tom Loftus coming off one of our recent tournaments, the Putters League Championship down there in Atlanta, just outside of Atlanta. What was that experience for you, Tom?
It was wonderful. That course at the Fringe is just lovely. It's got lots of aces if you can master it, and plays well with both golf balls and mini golf balls. And the nicest thing about it, from both the perspective of it being the last event of the AMA season to wrap things up and the World Adventure Golf Tour, is that Atlanta is a big international airport and a Delta hub for those of us that live in Delta Airlines hub cities. So it works out great getting there, and couldn't have better hosts than Putters League Atlanta with Brian Akers and Amanda Farahani. Those two are just fabulous hosts. Area 51, Aurora Cineplex, fantastic accommodations for a tournament. They have 2 adventure golf courses there and a movie theater. So if you're playing there in the summer and it's like, oh, it's way too hot, you can just get in a comfortable seat. air conditioning, grab a drink, grab some popcorn, and then come back out a little later when the weather is not so brutal, because they hold the tournament there in July, and I can tell you that from past experience, the weather is very different than November. November, just perfect, a little warmer than it actually is right now in New Zealand, and man, this tournament is close. Really, really close. You watched yesterday. I mean, this is 5 rounds in, and we're talking about what the top 10 are all within about 11 strokes of each other, and
Yeah.
3 rounds left. I feel like there's enough holes out there where people could pick up some shots and who knows, come out of nowhere. But I definitely feel like it's kind of anyone's game in that top 10. I think obviously Cam Cooper and Matt Ansley are the favorites, just given their history back and forth. Well, it's not even really back and forth, is it? It's Cam Cooper by one the last 2 years, much
That's all right.
to
That's all right.
Matt Ansley's chagrin. But let's see if they put on another battle. But I pulled up
Good
some
news.
stats in advance of us going live that I'll talk about. But currently, I'd say we're on pace for the best scores on this. If you look at the first year, the winner of the tournament, they were over par, I believe, overall at 8 and 9 with Matt and Cam. And last year, those two battled, and they were at -3 and -2 respectively. Coming into today, the top scorers were -5. So if the pace keeps up, this should be record results. I mean, how many people do we have here that we have the top 7 that are all under par? I believe no one was under par that first year, if I'm reading the stats on the World Adventure Golf Tour page right.
Mm-hmm. Paul Kerrigan here. This is the second group of the day here so far, and this is the start of round 6 of 8. I believe.
I think that was Fabian Otsche from Germany. New Zealand registered player, though, so he didn't travel from Germany to play in this tournament. I believe he lives in New Zealand. He's certainly registered with the New Zealand Mini Golf Federation. And this now is Faye Ansley.
Yeah, just about to say that. I was looking at my wrong schedule of start times, but this is Faye. Faye, by the way, went on a stretch yesterday, an unbelievable stretch of 4 aces, 3 of them in a row, and had an unbelievable 5th round. She had a big speed bump, though, in round 4, where I believe she was almost 8 over par, which kind of set her back, but made up for it in yesterday's 5th round. So much fun to watch, too, as well.
Yeah, Faye's great. Her, John Ansley, and Matt Ansley, for those who are very terminally online and involved in the mini golf community, are super, super active on the Putt 18 putting mat. They have a league that started during the pandemic, and people stream their live rounds on this putting mat. And the Ansley family has played every season since the beginning, and in a way that a number of us from across the globe have gotten to know them all the way on the other side of the planet.
Tom, I have a question. When they're playing in that little tournament with the mats there, do they have to wear black also when they're competing? Is that now a country law for them?
I think they tend to wear black. I think it might just be a style thing, very fashion forward, very neutral. The funny thing is a lot of the times Putt 18, a lot of the people are just streaming it live by themselves in a room, but the whole family gets together, and they're a joy to watch because they will just kind of, play with each other and make fun of each other's calls, or see John Ansley has these like dramatic, like, kind of like breathe in, like, if the ball looks like it's hit a little too hard. So I'm imagining him out there on the course doing that in person. And then Matt Ansley, from playing with him in person and watching him on the putting mat, he's just a machine. And speaking of machines, is this I believe Josh Mars? No,
this is Steven Samuels.
He's one of 3 Aussies, along with Scott Clancy and Josh Mars playing in this tournament. So it's nice to see
Yeah.
Oceania showing up.
Action at lane 1 on the right side of your screen. We'll get to that in a second at lane 15, but this looks pretty solid here. Just fades to the right side. Samuelson, a little bit in disgust there. Thought it would come back a little bit for him from that right to left, but doesn't get the break. Tap in for his par.
And I'm sure he's looking to make up some ground. Just he had a 40 in his round 4 and knows that he's not that far off the lead, 6 strokes off. And lane 1 is one that has a really good chance for an ace.
And I
It's
think
looking
you're right.
good. Yeah,
Scott Clancy.
that's
Yes, sir.
well done, Scott. Good on you. Great
Scott
celebration there.
not wasting any time to get to the move on here on round number 6, the New Zealand Open. And this is James Goatley. James Goatley also looking good. In for an ace.
Boom.
Back-to-back aces.
And I think, yeah, look at that celebration. We like that and hope to see more of those. I think you can see now why Steven had a little bit of a disappointed look on his face. Because if you look at some of the stats, the top players are really acing this most of the round. Cam Cooper, who's leading this, has aced it every round except for the first. So, there's not a crazy amount of ace opportunities, especially in the middle of the course. So when you can get them, you really want to stack them up because they kind of disappear. For folks that have watched the Portugal Open that Dave and I played, we know that all well. That first lane in Portugal is one of those lanes. If you don't get that ace, they can start to go away quickly, especially as you get around the corner to lanes 5 and 6 and come up around 8, 9, and 10. All of a sudden you're like, oh, you start dropping a few shots or doesn't feel good, and you're playing with people that are shooting well. It's hard to not get a little disappointed, but yeah, especially if you're behind. I think if you're Cam Cooper, you're not letting off the gas either because you don't have much of a lead. You're 2 or 3 strokes from moving all the way down to like 5th place if the people in your group are knocking it in. And I'm assuming he'll get teamed up with Matt Ansley, so he knows what that means.
Yeah.
So in terms of people watching, we have Grumpy Old Warhorse Todd, one of our regular viewers, saying hi to everyone here.
Love it.
Hello, Grumpy Old Warhorse Todd. Putt Down Under says, looking forward to today's play from across the ditch. Good luck to all. And Grumpy Old Warhorse Todd comes back in to say he enjoyed the across the ditch reference. Martin Greenhead, who for some infuriating reason has decided to just comment along rather than being in the commentary booth where he belongs. Martin Greenhead says black is the national sports color rather than a fashion statement. So maybe something to do with the All Blacks there, who play some kind of sport, I believe. But Putters Lee comes in to help us out to say rugby. The All Blacks play rugby, which is some other kind of ball game. I believe you can watch if you so desire. Not for me, really. But anyway, everyone watching, please message in. Let us know where you're watching from, who you are supporting, what you think is going to happen over the course of the day. I will be here to read out all of your questions and comments. Martin Greenhead says he's going to bed soon. I hope you have terrible nightmares, Martin. And with that, I will pass back over to our experts, Tom and Dave.
Take that.
John Ansley with a ace on lawn for him dressed in black. Although he's not wearing the black shorts. He's got the gray shorts on. But John Ansley all taking care of business right there. Just on and off the green, takes his ace and happily moves on and knows he's got a lot of work ahead of him, but still in the thick of things. Also on lane 1.
McCarthy.
Got it. The bucket hat gives him away every time. Also dressed in black. Center tee box. He knows he's off on this one. Yeah, just slides a little bit to the left there.
Liking the shades, James. Good look. Oh, and you can see that they got a little regulation rod, as they call it.
Mm-hmm. They sure do. Comes in handy. You get it 20 centimeters. And McCarthy
Boom.
picks up his par. Very nicely done. Stays right where he's at in this tournament.
A man who needs no introduction. Putting wonder from down under.
Josh Mars.
Josh Mars.
Wearing the green and the white hat today.
Yeah, it looks like all of the Aussies are wearing green. Usually there's a little yellow in there. Good line. Oh, he caught the. Looks like he caught the wall. I saw a couple people doing that on the way down, that they're really trying to cut it close on that right wall where it seems to be breaking right to left a tad, give themselves more room. Nice little tester to start the round for Josh.
Well done.
No
Well done,
trouble
picks
to
up his
him.
par. Nope.
And
Yeah.
looking at some of the scores down the road, Faye Ansley off to a really nice start after acing one. She also got 3, so 2 under. If she can keep up that pace, she'll keep herself well in the running potentially to either move up for position or give maybe her son and husband a little bit of a shot. I know her and her husband John were going back and forth last year. Gotta imagine in a tournament like this, equally the stakes of getting into the final as it is being able to go home and brag at dinner who beat who.
Well, let's talk about that. The winner today will punch their ticket to Aces in Gloucester coming up in May of next year. Sort of our grand finale for the 2025 year. And it's always a great tournament. And it's a fantastic way to end the WAGT season. But then one starts up again right afterwards. So there's no rest for the weary. But everybody trying to get over to the UK here for the finals, and this stop is important for a lot. It's the Golfers Warehouse at the Lower Hut here in New Zealand. Tom Loftus by my side here, along with me, Dave Vida, Andrew Edmonds at the controls too as well, and play is underway. Just waiting for our last group of round 6 to come to the tee box.
Yep.
And that
Jacob Yell says, hello all watching from Connecticut, USA, rooting for Coop.
Ah.
I like that. Should he be saying that with some Aussies in there? I think rooting has a very different connotation, if I've heard my slang correctly. So Jacob might choose some different language than that.
Jacob also plays in the Matterhorn International
Yes,
Pro-Am, and it's always fun to have him competing too as well. He's really stepped up his game as of late.
Yes.
Always a lot of fun to watch, and we're glad he's checking out our broadcast today. Wherever you are around the world, please feel free to check in. We have our comfy seat and our beverage of choice, and we have our leaders at the top of the leaderboard. Matt Ansley right now.
Just very quickly, HBK Go 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 says, when John Walker of New Zealand was the best runner in the world, he ran in all black dress. Hi from Gothenburg. Mini golf from New Zealand today, tonight, then some sleep afterwards.
That's right. Matt Ansley, center of the tee box. Lane 1. Start of round 6. This looks pretty solid. Just slides to the left.
Again, this is a course as we move along, you'll see why people are really itching to get that ace, but also makes it a harder putt. I mean, with that kind of pressure, knowing you need to start off good because sort of sets the pace for the rest of the rounds.
Definitely a great opening lane. Definitely like it because it does cut it close there to the right side, that wall that we see our left, the putter's right. Do have to get a little bit close because, as you mentioned, Tom, it does fade a little bit from the right to left. Patrick Hala starting on the left side, taking a little bit of a different angle on the tee box. He's going directly at it. This looks pretty solid. That's in for an ace. Hala with a good start, round 6.
These are really nice lanes too. You can see, unlike some of the courses with bricks or organic shapes, that there's not many seams and place for great rebounds. But obviously, everybody's going right at it on this lane, and Cam's looking to hold on to that lead,
Cam, no doubt, center cut.
and he does.
Boy, back-to-back aces there from our two leaders at the top. It's going to be a race today. Looking forward to this one. I think we're following
If you
our
look,
last
if
group
you
along
look at
too,
these
so.
top players too, there's not really a lot of drops amongst them. Each of them has maybe a couple threes. I'm looking at our top three, and I'm seeing one score of 4 between all of them. So it really is more about getting those aces than it is, and staying on a trouble than it is worrying about, oh, I'm going to take a score on some of these lanes, and they're not short lanes from what I can see.
No, they're not. None of them are really that short at all. This one included. Your left side of your screen is lane 2. Matt Ansley, he sends it around, but he put himself in a really good position. That's actually a great place to be, because ace on this particular lane is oh so difficult. I don't think we've seen very many at all. I know I didn't see many yesterday, and this is a really good position to be in right here. Just a tap in there, 2-footer
Just
for his
one
par.
in the tournament so far for aces. So yeah, you're right on that.
How about 15?
Faye Ansley.
Yeah, it was Faye Ansley. That's right. What about 15 on your stats there, Tom? 15 had 1 ace or 2?
2. Had 2.
We know one was Matt Ansley. I don't think we caught the other one.
Patrick Holland now, left side of the tee box, sends it down, plays it up and around, and that's going to keep going, though. I don't know if it's going to stop, is it? Oh, it does. Seen so many of those balls continue. Yeah, seen so many of the balls continue down and end up where that yellow bush is, and it offers a precarious second putt, but he's in good position here. Good speed control for Hala on his first putt on 2.
Be interesting to see these courses in person, because I know to capture these lanes, just for the perspective of the audience, not to diminish the course, that you have to do a wide angle view. And I know when we got to Portugal, I was like, got to lane 1 after doing a broadcast on it. I was like, saw Matt and Cam. I was like, why are you playing the other course? And they're like, this is the right course. I was like, oh, and it just was a lot shorter than I thought. So I'd be curious to get down there and play it. I guess I'm just going to have to go there.
Co-leader Cam Cooper leaves it very short, loses the inertia and the energy on that ball. And this is going to be a tricky second putt. This was a good first tester right now for Cooper there, coming off of the ace on 1. It's going to be left edge.
This will drop him out of first. This will drop him down to a tie for second, if I'm correct, with Matt Ansley. So this doesn't look like an easy one coming back.
Yeah, he's going to get some relief, I think, from the wall. I think he's got the regulation rod. Nope, he's just
that's down in the left. I think he needed a beat.
This is a tricky putt too. It does. Knocks it home. That's a really good. I'll say that's a good bogey. He won't agree, but I'll say it anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when you get in those places, and I'm sure they know all of the deuce putts, but add in the pressure that you're in a tournament where all of a sudden you take your focus away and you don't make 2 or 3 putts, and all of a sudden you go from first to fifth that quickly. And that's someone who's won this 2 years in a row. They know that.
Patrick Holland now solo first, as Matt Ansley will take the rebound. That just comes up on the back door on the short end, leaves himself an easy tap in. So 3 pars in a row.
He looked like he immediately knew it wasn't going in too. Like there was you can watch his body language, and I think it's got to be a exact kick. I imagine they're trying to get a little bit more as you're looking at the lane, sort of, I don't know, perpendicular to the hole, and kind of hit it sideways up. And it looked like he was a little bit more straight to the back wall, but maybe not.
Hala, he gets a good rebound and just comes up on the low side of the cup, and good chance there. You can see the undulation there too in the middle of the green that will affect the outcome of the ball rolling. Tough to see, but this is not as simple of a downhill putt as it looks.
No, no. And you can see why Matt responded that way. This is one of the second or one of the top 3 most aced lanes.
It goes over there, takes the rebound on the right to left, and he's in about the same position there that Hala was. So Cooper, with after the bogey there, comes back up with a solid par to steer the ship.
So in a minute, I'm going to put James Goatley's score on the screen there because he's making a bit of a run. But before I do that, Vanette Block says, hi from USA. Was great to meet Josh Mars in America this year. Hashtag mega talent top fellow. Hoping to see Cameron Cooper and Matt Ansley at World Adventure Golf Tour event in 2026. Love meeting Matt and his dad, John Ansley, at the World Adventure Golf Masters in 2018. Thank you, Vanette Block, for getting in touch. Everyone who's watching around the world, send us a message. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering on. Meanwhile, we've got Matt Ansley, and I am going to show you what's happening with James Goatley at the moment.
Gotcha. Ansley takes this one over and just comes up on the hot side. Boy, he can't get that much closer there. That was really great putt.
Yeah, wow. James Goatley, 8 lanes in, 4 aces, -4. That has moved him now.
Ease.
It's moving him close to the lead.
Yeah, he's still got a little bit of work to do, but man, he's making that run, which is impressive. Fantastic so far. 4 under. Jeez. Hala there. You can see him on the top left side of your screen. Leaves himself a 2-footer for his cleanup on his par.
Even one of his aces for James was on a lane that only has 3 aces total. So you
can see the ramp there on the left side. You can see the water. There's a little water. I think there's a little water hazard there in the middle. So you got to hit it firm enough to carry it over. Cam Cooper now starting on the far left to get himself a little bit better of an angle. Let's see if he takes it over the ramp.
Because there's a little ditch there that you can kind of skid across to, but
he takes it right over and through. Oh, just misses. Look at that. He knew how close that was. Great putt that was too.
And remind me, they're playing with mini golf balls? It looked like Patrick was playing with a mini golf ball on that last shot.
So I know that Matt and Cam generally tend to use regular golf balls.
Yep.
I know that when they were in Brno, they only chose a couple of lanes to use European mini golf balls. For those of you not familiar, mini golf balls in Europe have different textures, different densities, allow different bounces. Depending on what the goal is of the particular lane, you can change up to a variety of different styles of European golf balls, where in the U.S., generally one style of golf ball is used in golf, especially in mini golf. So this is Ansley. See the up and over, crosses over the hump, going to take a backdoor approach. Oh, man.
That looks like
just coming close every time.
And that looked like it might actually be a Chromax there for a golf ball. And so that's an interesting thing when people talk about multi-ball tournaments, is that there's a lot of WMF stamped golf balls out there. So you could play one hole with the Titleist, one lane with the Chromax, one lane with the Super Soft, and that's totally legit too. And I think some of the more traditional players that don't like using mini golf balls have that option.
Hala now on the tee box coming down the ramp, traverses the mogul, same line as Ansley, just not enough movement there to get it back to the cup. I'll have a little tap in for his par.
Another good run at it, and I think he's in a unique position too, where being at the top of the leaderboard, if your last name's not Ansley or Cooper, is a rare thing in this tournament.
I think you're right. I was having that conversation with Andrew earlier today. It'd be really unique to see someone at the top finish first. This is an interesting line. Takes a little bit of a swale there off the left side of the railing, but ends up just almost pin high. Probably not exactly how Cooper there designed it, but still very well done. Good par pickup.
We've got Tobias Rapseth saying, good evening again from Germany. Good evening, Tobias. Thank you for joining us. Ready for a drama today, question mark, he says. Well, I think we're going to have to be, because I think it's going to start pretty soon. And even looking at Cameron and Matt's reactions, I think it's already started. Vanette Block says, hi to the new World of Edge Golf Tour champ, Danny Tatum. Mini Golf, Barnum Golf Forum says, best regards from Kiel in Germany, and good luck to everyone, Walter Toupe. So thank you for watching. Everyone watching, send in your comments and questions. Back to Matt Ansley.
Lane 6, you can see the tight channel, and there's just a slight opening over that mogul right there.
Yep.
Which actually, you know, it's funny, Tom, this mogul comes into play. When the ball comes down, if it hits the mogul, it redirects the ball on the line and actually helps.
Oh.
In this case, Matt Ansley missed the mogul. He actually put it straight through and didn't get the bounce that he needed. So it was kind of interesting. It's
yeah, only ace 2 times. So, I mean, it seems like not a lot of trouble on this lane, but one where people are probably trying to dial in as close as possible, because you get an ace on this, that's a stroke on the field most rounds.
Also straight through, and you can see that just you actually have to redirect the ball a little bit, or if it goes straight through from that angle, you're not gonna be able to ace it. But that's the same leave now that Ansley just had moments before. Holla now for his pickup par. Cooper watching anxiously in the background. He'll now set up his next putt, his first putt on lane 6 here. 2025 New Zealand Open. You got Vida, you got Loftus, you got Edmonds on the microphones today. And this putt now for ace. Let's see if it gets redirected. Hits the mogul, see the redirection, and the bounce.
Yep. Ooh.
That's really, really close. So that's really the goal here, I think, on this particular lane is to actually redirect that ball a little bit with the help of one of the hazards. 3 pars.
We have Richard Nordic saying greetings from Sweden, and Ryan Padroff saying good morning, Ryan and Fiona's Adventure Golf here in Sydney. Good morning, Ryan and Fiona. We've got our first action on lane 15 now as well. Our first group got to lane 15, so action on both cameras. And we'll just check in with the scores on James Coatley.
I remember this one from last year.
Yeah, right? This is
you can see
dog
that
leg right to left.
And you can see that on both sides of the cup, or at least on the side that you're of the camera, that there's a little bit of a fall off. So there is a little bit of risk involved if you misplace a stroke and put that ball in that little ditch. That's not ideal. Again, on a course where we'll probably say a million times, it's really all about getting those aces and not any drops, because you can't really do that at the top of the field. And there's an interesting approach. Almost gets it. Looks like there's another ditch on the other side of it over there.
Just to explain what the stakes are at the moment, Cameron Cooper and James Goatley are currently tied now in second place, because James has had that incredible run of 4 aces with no drops. Patrick Holler has a 1-stroke lead. So if he drops this, we will have a 3-way tie for first place.
Who doesn't love a 3-way?
Tricky putt here, guys. Tricky little putt. This is going to be on the right edge to the players, our left side. Let's see if he can figure this out. Patrick Holland now for par. And he pushed it.
Ooh. Yeah, and there's some danger there too, where you overhit that. I mean, unless my eyes are deceiving me, there's a little ditch. So now we're talking about a 3-way tie at the top. And, you know, I mean, and nobody probably, I would say most people in the top 10 still have a chance. You know, you have Faye Ansley right now, who's 2 under for the round, and you have people at the top of the leaderboard dropping some, and it looks like Cam Cooper's got the same putt as Patrick here, looking like a Chromax. Chromax there. Definitely doesn't want to put it too far out of the cup.
Left edge going to move right. You saw what happened before, and that's a solid par there. Great job. So that's lane number 7 on your left, moving to lane 8. On your right, the famed hole 15, Paul O'Connell now. Gets it up to that second tier, it looks like.
Nicely done, Paul.
It's a little bit of relief
there.
there.
Tricky lane.
It really is.
I think it's one of, you look at the threes on this one, you can see it's the one lane where people have got the most trouble.
Good first putt there for Ansley, but not a good second putt for O'Connell. Misses it on the left side of the cup there. And he has a short one for his bogey. So back-to-back bogeys on 15 already costing the players a couple strokes.
And those depressions in the lanes, what it also does when you have those humps, and it really decreases the places you can hit the ball to try to get consistent rebound for an ace. So these lanes, you can see why the aces, they're not in huge supply on some of them because there's just not a lot of places to play through. But Patrick's playing through the ditch. Oh,
this is going to be a tough second putt for Patrick. Emmy, by the way, Steedman on the right side gets it to that top just behind the cup there. Looks like she set herself up for a good par. Hala on the left, not so much. He's got to really take a look at this because this ball's going to move as it comes up that little slope, that little incline. I think it's going to move a little from his right to left.
I was thinking the same thing.
Patrick Hala, par. Well done. Solid.
Nicely done.
Yeah, excellent 2-putt there for Hala. Steedman also gets her par on lane 15 on the right side. In the meantime, it's Cooper. There's two, I don't know if you can see this, Tom, on this particular lane. There's 2 hazards that you have to clear. One is that ditch, and there's 2 ditches.
Yep.
And there's 2 little bridges. And that's an excellent leave there for our good friend Cam Cooper. Good job.
And this is this run of lanes from lane 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's none of those lanes have over 10 aces, and 10 is the one exception where it has like 8. The rest of them are 2 and 3 by and large. So as players are going through these, they really, with this tight field, I think you're going to see players take maybe some more aggressive lines and probably know what happens if they get in trouble, but know that they need to give themselves an edge here. And nobody knows that as well as Matt Ansley.
Lane 9, backdoor approach for Ansley, and he gets it. Finds the ace.
What did I say? That's only, I believe, the 7th ace on that lane now, and that's huge. And, think about how few in 5 rounds with a full field people are acing it. Now Patrick's got to be feeling the pressure because I believe Matt will catch everybody if no one else aces this.
We could be looking at a 4-way tie, and keep your eyes on lane 15 and top right, because James Goatley, one of the people who could potentially be in a 4-way tie, is going to be there very soon.
And that gets even trickier when you have the dynamic of, I think for James Goatley, you're playing a little bit more easily. Things are coming to you, and you don't have it like with this last group where everybody knows what's happening. Oh, another really great leave. You could see they're getting a little away from the cup, and you got to imagine they're really trying to press on those rebound shots to give them every edge they can to get those aces right now. So 4-way tie, it's fast and furious. This is, if you look at the scores from the last few years, it really was, Matt Ansley and Cam Cooper running away with it at the end, and in many cases between 5 and 6 shots. And you look at 1, 2, 3, fifth place is like 10 shots out a couple of years ago in 2023. Right now, 10, that's 10th place. So really interesting dynamics and going to be a fun finish. Matt Ansley won in this one, needing it. Oh,
So close.
just see it on his face. It's just every time he knows from being close, this has to be one that he's just itching to win.
Fabian now on the right side of your screen, Fabian Ochi. I believe that's Fabian. Got a really long second putt here on 15 on the right side. Hala on 10 on the left side of your screen. Got to come up and around, and you saw how close Ansley just was with his putt. Takes a direct angle, coming back and just short for Hala.
On the right side of the screen currently is, I believe that's Steve Samuelson.
That is.
Next will be Scott Clancy on the right. And then after that, James Goatley, one of the people in a four-way tie for first place. And in all my years doing this, I don't think I've ever seen a four-way tie for first place in the 6th round of a tournament.
Wow. Clancy on your right side, and you got Cameron Cooper on your left side. Lane 10, Cooper on the right side of the tee box. He's up, takes a more wide approach, comes back, and it just curves around short. Wow, that's a great putt, though.
It's a great putt, but when you see how much that breaks, that's like a rebound with that much break to get it to go in. That's really hard. Scott Clancy looking to finish up on 15 and does. Let's see if he'll give us a smile. He's more excited on one with that ace running down that lane.
Goatley making a charge. Does he get it up to the top? Does.
He's out. He's out of the lane. He's going to have that replaced.
Tough second putt there.
Yeah.
In the meantime, action on the left side. Lane 11. Coming down is Ansley. Does he have enough? He's woefully short there. That's going to leave a tricky second putt down there to the cup. Right side of your screen, James Goatley now. Been making a move at 4 under. Brings it up, back, and on the edge of the cup.
Really nice attempt on that rebound. I think, when you're going up that kind of a hill, you don't want to leave it short. So the rebound shot was smart, but that's a tough shot. Uphill breaking putt, rebound in. A really good run at it, though. And he's playing well, and dropping one off the leaderboard is nothing to be too sad about. He's playing great and just needs to keep his head on him.
Hala straight through. Doesn't get a proper rebound. Leaves it south of the cup. He'll have this on lane 11 for his par. You can see the previous group on 15 just discussing a strategy on the right side. Hala picks up his par on lane 11. That leaves Cooper at the top of the tee box.
Again, another one of those one of the many lanes on this course with under 5 aces. So it's one that really people want to pick up.
It's tough because of the rebounds that you have to find. It's not a direct route. You can see when it bounces there, it's going to go to the left, but that's a good place to leave it, really south of the cup there. I don't think there's too much trouble. It's pretty direct, firm, up the hill, back at the cup type of a putt. Certainly manageable here for Cooper.
And those that are not familiar with this course, just kind of tuning in, I was just kind of looking at the lane stats. 9 of the 18 lanes through almost 6 rounds have 3 or less aces. So you're looking at it, you really need to, in any opportunity, if you can get an ace, get it and give yourself a chance in hopes of catapulting yourself over people. But equally, there's really no room for error. You got to get yourself close to the cup and get those easy twos. And I think that's John Ansley there.
Almost an ace on 15 from Ansley with just a tap in for a couple inches. The 3 tiers now on lane 12 on the left side of your screen. Up And just past the cup is Ansley there with a good leave for
Great
his
leave there.
par attempt. Yeah, really good, solid stroke there. Next up
We have
on
James
15, James
McCarthy.
McCarthy. Yeah,
Oh,
bucket hat. He's down. He's been having some trouble on this lane
ooh.
yesterday.
And
Caught
this
him a
is going
couple
to be a
times.
tough look because I don't know if that wall is going to get in his way, but this is probably not a position that you'd expect to be at when you're short. So I think he's looking to see what his relief is and whether or not he has line of sight of the cup of the ball for his relief. Well, Patrick Holla, it's going to give himself a pretty pain-free 2 here.
It's a good way to describe it. But not pain-free is what McCarthy's looking at on the right side of your screen on 15. As Cameron Cooper lines up his first putt on 12. McCarthy's up, takes the rebound, and in for an unbelievable 2.
Wow.
Wow.
Way to go,
Fantastic.
James.
That was clutch. Cooper now going at the cup, almost to front door, coming back,
Oh,
just on the edge. Wow. That was just spectacular.
And
Just
those
misses
are
the ace, but man, that was just, I went to school on that one. Goodness
the
gracious.
margins are just so tight because whether you have a 4 foot or a couple centimeter putt, it's still the same score. So everybody's just got to be feeling the tightness, knowing that this isn't a 2-person race like it's been in the past. That the groups behind them or in front of them are all within a few strokes.
Josh Mars cleans up his par putt on the dynamic lane 15.
Just some quick news on James Goatley. He, after his drop on lane 15, he also dropped lane 16. So he's now 2 strokes away from that 3-stroke tie. From that 3-player tie. At the top, that's Cameron Cooper, Patrick Holla, Matt Ansley, currently in a 3-way tie with James Goatley trailing 2 strokes behind now after dropping lanes 15 and 16.
Just unbelievably tight rounds here. Looking at the average scores are between 35.1 and 35.8 in the top. What is that? 7. Oh, Patrick. Another few centimeters from the cup, but it's got to get all the way there for the ace.
Course can giveth, the course can taketh. And we'll see how that plays out here in 2 more rounds today as we're heading on the back 9 of round 6. This is Cooper. Gets it close, playing those rebounds. It's all a game of angles here with these particular lanes. Gives himself a very manageable 2-putt there.
And you can see it. Look at how narrow those openings are. You really don't have a lot of room between moving around the tee box and taking rebound shots to get through and give yourself a different line. So you really got to find a line and hit that perfect speed. And if you don't, it's probably not going to be very forgiving. Doesn't look like there's any dishes or drop pockets on any of these lanes. So you got to get that ball right in and can sit on the cup and it's not going to fall in. So Ansley looking for an ace.
You can see the 2 different hazards here. You don't want to position yourself behind those mounds. Placement on your second putt is everything unless it finds the way to the bottom of the cup on the first stroke. Plays the rebound off the rail. Very nicely done. Not enough to come back, but that's a really good leave. He was trying, I think, for the front door the whole way. Good safe shot there. Nothing too crazy. Again, a game of angles. Good par pickup there for Ansley on 14.
And that's the decision you need to make. Do you really want to press for those aces and put the risk into play, or do you want to let other people take those risks and just play really sensible mini golf? And there's an argument for both ways to be a strategy. Patrick hitting the ball. Oh, it's
front door. Oh, how does that not go in? You can't get any closer. Oh dear, that's a very good point you bring up there, Tom. Too, by the way, about choosing to be aggressive or a little bit more laid back and a little bit more safe. But I'll tell you what, these guys are going to go after it when they can. There's no question.
Yeah. And probably switch up their approaches based on time of day. And Cam Cooper, a little kick, going
Just
for the
slides.
rebound. Yeah.
Yeah, so all three of these players choosing to play the front door didn't clearly get enough speed to their initial putt to get it to come back, which is fine. I like the strategy on lane 14, just fine with this. Those two moguls really are big trouble if you end up behind them. We've seen that plenty yesterday.
I do wonder about that lane if there's a mini golf ball that you could use to hang on that wall and kind of redirect it towards the cup better. But again, these players are going to know far better than us, given that this is the third year in a row we've seen some pretty big battles between the bulk of this field, for that matter. I think have been playing in here. I think Josh Mars has come over from Australia for a bunch of these New Zealand Opens, as well as a lot of the locals.
A couple of different looks now on lane 15, both sides of your screen. Matt Ansley. He's first. See his ball right there in the tee box.
Very quickly, James Goatley also ended with a free as well. So after cracking first half, 4 aces in the first half, 3 drops in the second half. So a real game with 2 halves for James Goatley. Right at the top and now dropped 3 strokes behind.
Ansley now in the tee box, right side of your screen. Hits it firmly, gets it through, gets it up. Look at the rebound. Oh, that's so close.
Coming back. Ugh.
Almost had a second ace on lane 15. Leaves himself a nice tap in there for his par. Well done for Ansley. Patrick Holla now. Tied for first. It's Cooper, it's Holla, it's Ansley at the top. Holla starts on the right side of the tee box. They take this firm. See if you can get on that second tier. There's the putt. It's up. Looking pretty good. Oh, just.
Ooh, he's gonna.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh, where's the ball going?
Oh, my Lord.
I've never even seen that. I've never seen that. That ball actually went almost back to his feet. I've seen the ball go back over that little hump there in the center of your screen. I've never seen it go back that far.
That's wild.
That is unfortunate.
That's super unfortunate. I mean, if he makes this 2, it's the shot of the tournament. It's better than an ace on most lanes, because I don't imagine many people are taking this shot in practice.
Well, he's staring at this. He's very unsure now of how to play this. He started this lane on the top right-hand section of the tee box. That may be why he's where he's at right now. Just didn't get the proper rebound.
Now he goes straight at this wall and goes for a double rebound. I don't know that. I mean, you just don't want to leave it short up that hill. Oh, wow.
Does it again.
Oh, no. Yeah, I forgot about that hump. You really can't. You have to be really careful about your speed. You want to keep the ball down. Now, this is huge. This could give us separation in first place to surprise, Matt Ansley and Cam Cooper.
Just needs this to drop 1 stroke. It's up,
gonna be a hard
playing the
one.
rebound, it's coming back, and this lane has now
such a tough lane.
Become an enigma here for Holla. He'll drop 2 strokes, and he'll have to play catch up now to the 2 leaders. Wow, you just when you think things are going so well and swimmingly, you run into that problem. I wonder what Cameron Cooper is thinking, because after seeing that, he's probably not too excited. Does it stay up? And his comes back down.
And looking at Patrick Holla's 5th round, I didn't realize that, which you were talking about. He got a 4 last time around. So this is when a course, even when you know it, can start to get in your head a little bit, where you're like, oh, this stupid lane, I got a 4 in a tournament. It just feels very different than in practice.
This is Cam Cooper to save his par.
Big
here on
shot here.
15. Big putt. And still 2 rounds to go, but plays the backdrop and can't find the right angle, and he'll drop at least 1 stroke there. So now they're lined up. Ansley, Cooper, Hala, first 3 in succession. It's getting a little crazy around here. I'm assuming 15 is not going to be something to write home about for these players. They're going to have nightmares about it later on tonight.
Indeed. And yeah, Matt Ansley and Cam Cooper are within 1 stroke of the lead. Andrew, do you just have a recording of us saying that every year that you can just replay? You can replace us. You don't even need AI. You could just have a button that you drop.
Ansley going first, top of the leaderboard. This hole in lane playing even more difficult than 15. All about placement. It's a great rebound. I think the players are taking this directly at the cup and firm. And that's a great lead, really. Takes all the danger out of the play. Has a great option here for a good par putt. Ansley's
Nice
up and
one
in.
there by Matt. And he's in a good position right now, and putting the pressure on the people in this group who've been in the lead now have to see, okay, Matt is really playing solid, and we need to hold our own and not make mistakes.
Patrick Hala coming off of a double bogey on 15. Plays it off the wall.
Oh,
It's a good break. It's a
There we
good putt
go.
there. That's solid. It's a similar leave to what Ansley just have, and this is a straight up and in. It should be
It
served.
feels like a riskier line, though. Just
It
watching that ball hitting that hump,
Yeah,
the left of the cup just feels dangerous.
feels not safe. And an unforced error.
Oh,
Hala pulls that putt a little to his left, and that is a double bogey and a bogey. Now back to back for Hala. Drops 3 strokes in 2 lanes.
it can happen
Not-
that quick at this part of the course.
And you saw Goatley happen to as well just a short time ago. Cam Cooper leaves himself on the left side or the right side for his right and leaves himself a very, very easier attempt here at his par.
And you look at 15, 16, and 18 on this course, there's only 2 aces on each. I mean, there are significantly more 3s on all of those lanes. So a lot of these players are well aware that those are lanes where give yourself a shot at the ace, but don't make a mess of it. This one here, 17, it's the second most aced lane. So this is one where players really have to be hoping that they can finish out strong and line themselves up with 18 to hopefully finish well.
Good
Good
angle
work
there,
by-
plays the rebound, and perfect position for a par. If you're not going to sink it, that's exactly where you want to be right there. Ansley with a
Exactly.
1-stroke lead.
Yesterday, I
The
saw a
leader.
couple people get back by that rock, and that does not look like a fun putt.
No, it's not at all. It's god awful. Patrick Hala just dropped 3 strokes most recently. That's got to be playing a
Get
little
it
bit
in
his
there,
mind.
Patrick.
He does. Oh, man, I thought
good
that was
look.
going in.
Good
Woo.
look. I think he could use that right now as one of the, pull back, get an ace, get the momentum going in his direction. I think if he can at least come out of 18 with a 2, I think he can be happy that despite making a few mistakes in a couple of those later lanes, that he's still very much in it with several rounds to go.
Cooper now. Center of the tee box. Lane 17. Sends it down. Hits the rebound. Up and in for an ace.
Oh,
Back to tie the lead with Ansley. Wow.
again.
So just very quickly, HBK Go suggests maybe playing with a lower bounce ball over these humps could be advisable.
Yes.
Gemini Golf says hello from Gemini Golf in the UK. We're enjoying the coverage and play. Thank you, Gemini Golf, for watching. So we've had a 4-way lead, a 3-way lead. We had some separation at top. Now we're back to a 2-way lead. People watching at home, let us know what you think about that incredible, incredible round. Write in, let us know. Back to Matt Ansley.
Ansley's had difficulty with this particular lane, and now you can see why. He left
Jinx.
himself. Yeah, you know what? This has not been a kind lane to him for
Oof, these
multiple
putts.
years. You can
These
see him.
putts are so just tough. Where you're going over
Yeah.
those rounded turf humps. Depending on where you are, it's going to break differently. To make these twos is really hard. I mean, they've probably practiced all of them, but it's hard to even take notes on this. You are just, you know, the feel and where things are going. You just get up and hit a confident stroke, and hopefully a 2.
Oh,
And he does. That's got to be a really nice feeling for Ansley finishing off that round with that. That's a lane that, well, you know what? You were saying it gave him trouble, and I think you were thinking in the past. He's two'd this every round.
Yeah, you know what? He's well, certainly it probably plays on his mind a little bit, but
I
that's
bet.
a pretty clean scorecard there for Ansley. But Hala now, boy, if you're Hala, you just got to keep your wits about you now. You know, there's still plenty of time, and if I was him, I'd slow down just a little bit. It seems like
Agreed.
he's moving a little fast here. Let's see how he analyzes this putt. Same putt that Ansley just had, but on the other side. Needs this just to stop the leaky faucet.
It'll be good mental momentum going to the next round too, to have a good finish.
And a great putt.
Nice
Nicely done.
finish.
Boy, it seems daunting when you're standing over it, but man, when you have that confident of a putt and you put it in the bottom of the cup, that's relief right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so
Now,
he's 3 out of the lead.
yes. Cameron Cooper tied for the lead. Just saw a couple of great par putts. Let's see where he leaves his putt. Comes at it, going straight. Boy, it just takes the inertia. That hump takes the inertia right out of the ball. You can see he's very short, but this is a very straight putt. Got to be firm. Cooper up and in for par.
Woo. The nice thing about that putt is that if you do miss, I'm sure there is some rollback you could get, but I don't think people are worried about that as much as just getting it right in the cup.
3 very challenging putts there on 18, right? Those were 3 well-done putts from our pros.
So just quickly, as we break round 6, I know the action is going to continue straight away. So just checking in with where we are. Cameron Cooper and Matt Ansley are both 5 under par, tied for the lead after an incredible round where we've had 4 players tied. Patrick Coller was one of them. He is now 2 under par, 3 strokes away from the lead. James Goatley is also 2 under par, tied with Patrick Coller. Josh Mars is 1 under par. James McCarthy is 1 under par, and they're 4 strokes away from the lead. So it is still very, very tight at the top of the leaderboard. With an ace from Josh Mars. Very, very tight at the top of the leaderboard, but currently Cameron Cooper and Matt Ansley, they're tied and they have 3 strokes above the next player, who's Patrick Coller.
All right, back on the tee box on lane 1. This is where it all starts. Lane 18 is where it all ends. John.
This is John Ansley here.
John Ansley, yes.
That's switch. Right. The groups of rotated run.
Really good run at it. Those guys know that it's not that far away. They were 5 and 4 strokes respectively out of first a couple of lanes, you saw Patrick take a 4 and they maybe get an ace, you can turn things around really fast. You don't want to depend on other players making mistakes, but you also know the course. And so you just know that you got to keep your head. You're not out of it, especially 2 full rounds to go.
Our leaders on the tee box are next. They stopped for a Snickers bar, so they're taking a quick little rest.
Could see Ensley and Cooper somehow fitting in like a good run around the block. Both of them are big fitness buffs. I remember in Portugal, they're just like getting up early in the morning and doing 5K or something. It's everybody else is half the field's like fighting off hangovers.
It's absolutely true. I was one of them, no question.
Just trying to like hold up, spending all those days out in the sun and practicing, and those two, they're really good shape. And I think that physical fitness and that mental focus that the both of them have is a reason why those two make that big trip every year to the other side of the planet to play in the final, because I think both of them know that they have all those tools in place, and it's just a matter of putting it together for them. And yeah, I mean, they're both players on a course like Aces and Gloucester that could give a good run for the money. Their courses where several players have shot really, really well with minimal to no mini golf balls. And they both also know from past experiences, the format is 5 rounds to get to the top 16. But that match play, I think the pressure that will be on the locals from the UK is real, and you can't make any mistakes in a single round.
Yeah.
And if you're from New Zealand playing against someone who lives less than an hour from that course, the expectation is you're probably going to lose. And so when we get to that final, I think it could be really, really interesting to see who sneaks in there, because a lot of the times last players to sneak into that match play bracket end up getting very far, and some of the top players in those 5 rounds get knocked out early.
So just quickly before round 7 starts for our leading group, Tobias Barle says the pace of the tournament is crazy. Yeah, a lot faster than what the European players are used to. And Hoob Bottenberg says, greetings from the Netherlands, especially from my friend Cameron Cooper. Greetings.
Oh, very nice. Great job. Great job. Look at this. Patrick Hollis starting with an ace.
Great start.
Stroke gets back right there on 7. Wow, that's fantastic. Good start to his round there.
If he can pick this up and you don't have Matt and Cam matching him, all of a sudden those earlier mistakes you just put them right out of your brain. You're in this.
Evaporate. Let's see.
And that's not going. He caught that wall, and you could see immediately his response. You're really cutting that corner close, and again, they've changed order, and it makes a big difference. Matt last time didn't have to sit there and wait for everybody on the lane. Just gets up there. Oh no. Oh, and I think that pressure for Cam.
Error. Oh dear.
You could see his response when he missed that first putt, that he was really frustrated with himself and knowing that he had missed his line. But that's where the fast play, sometimes you just take a beat. You just got to take a beat. You got to go, okay, fine, step back, make this 2. And I think he just really wanted to rush through it, and unfortunately got that 3. So this is a big opportunity for Matt to maybe even give himself a big lead of 2 strokes.
He also
does the same thing.
Head. Wow. He catches the slope there, but he's a little bit more manageable of a putt here. But again, keep your wits about you. Keep what's between the 2 ears in check here. Lots of adventure golf left. It's going fast, but there's still a lot left. So already,
especially after you see your playing partner make a mistake like that, you just be like, okay, don't do that. Don't take the 3.
I've just
capitalizing.
had a report from the course that might potentially explain what we're seeing. I've been told from someone who's on the course that the atmosphere between this leading group is very, very tense at the moment. Right.
You
So
didn't. You didn't
looks
need to
it.
tell me that. I could
Yeah.
see. You could see it on their faces.
Lane 2 for Patrick Holla. Gets it really close. Is it going to stop?
Oh.
Nope. It's
Oh
not. Ball
no! Stop ball! Stop ball!
just doesn't want to give an inch there. It's leaves a very. This is a 10-second putt. It's going to be. I think this is a right edge putt.
Yeah, these.
Gotta be
This is a lot of
careful here.
pressure in this last group. It gives everybody not in it, like Josh Mars, who's now in fourth, a chance.
Good up and in there. Great par save there for Holla after coming off the ace on lane 1 in round 7. Now just dropping a stroke. Unfortunate, unforced error from Cam Cooper. He's looking at this one, siding up on the right side of the tee box. You can see the dog leg left to right, takes it around. That's got to stop. And that's not going to stop. Oh, leaves himself a 7 or 8 footer here for his par.
Good 2-meter putt.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
not an easy one.
not wasting any time. Wow, just catches the right side and in.
Yeah,
Cam
they
Cooper's
know those
already set
putts.
go putter.
I think you could kind of see his mentality and his focus getting up there, really wanting to hit it. But they play fast and furious down in New Zealand. It's not like watching statues on the course and some other kinds of mini golf.
Rebound. Look at that
Kiwis,
ball curve
get
around.
at
You
it.
see that ball curve around and look at it move. But a fantastic lead there, though, for Ansley.
I wonder if it looks like there's almost a little ridge there. You could tell him he's trying to tell the ball to stop. But yeah, Matt Ansley holding on to that lead. And, Cam Cooper and Matt Ansley, 1 stroke away from each other. Patrick Holla is only 2 strokes back. And the rest of the field, not that far away still. You still have the top 8 that are all averaging under 36. So we're talking like 5-6 strokes away from each other. I'm sure Andrew can do a better job at the math than I can right now. But
well, we've got a 3-way tie for 4th place at the moment.
Wow.
Josh Mars, James McCarthy, and James Goatley are tied for 4th place at the moment.
Holla now losing the ball to the right side, but coming back to the cup. And he's about pin high there. He's got about 1.5 feet there to clean up his par. Well done for Patrick Holla. You were just talking about this.
important.
Yeah. You were just talking about this a moment ago, Tom. It's just how fiercely competitive Ansley and Cooper are. They're good friends.
Yes.
On the professional side, they care so much about winning.
Absolutely.
But again, the competition might be tense, but I tell you what, the camaraderie is never lost. That's for sure.
No.
And there's a good up and in for Cooper. Boy,
nice
he need that one? He needed that so bad.
And that's one of those lanes that people want. It's one of the top 3 most aced lanes and only one of 3 lanes with over 20 aces. So he's got to be thrilled about that. And now Matt's got to come out and match him.
I know that Ansley and Cooper practice a lot together. So they certainly mirror each other's strokes and offerings on each lane. And look at this. That's in there.
Boom.
Back-to-back aces.
They teed you up on that one. Wow.
I know. It's so true, though. These guys, they mirror each other all the time, and good fist pumps and good camaraderie around the horn. So much fun to watch.
Yeah, those two are just fierce. And you got to be happy when you're on that side of the globe and just a smaller competitive community to have someone that's constantly keeping on your toes, that they're both making the top 16 in these WAG Tour finals. So it's nice to have someone who's at that level.
Lane 4 now. You can see the up and over the bridge and that little water hazard, that little gully in the front there. Takes it over the bridge, looking for the right rebound, gets it, Oh, it just
Good
curves to
luck.
the right at the last second. It just broke.
One of the few lanes we're seeing people play with mini golf balls too.
Yeah, it's true.
Or at least Patrick for that matter. I think the others are not. And I don't know. It would be very interesting to see if you had someone who preferred mini golf balls, like some of our European friends, how they would play it. But yeah, Cam Cooper and Matt Ansley have put up some great scores with golf balls.
Same approach for Cooper. Going at it. Does he have it? Oh, it
Ooh,
stays
good look.
straight. He thought that was going to break to the right like Hollis did, but it hung tight and just had the pacing there. But really good leave here for his second putt for par. Good cleanup. Leaves Matt Ansley third in this last group. Tell you what, we're experiencing some unbelievable back and forth adventure golf today here from New Zealand. The final tournament of the WAGT season. Winner gets a shot to go to finals at Aces in Gloucester, England. Boom. Just catches that slope to the right to left there. You can see the ball curve around. Now, Ansley's got a little bit of a tester here. Got to be confident. It's a tester only because of the stance and the angle to the cup.
Yep.
Up and in, though. No problem
Short
there.
work of it. Yep. Holding on
well
to that
done.
lead. But yeah, I mean, as we know in this course, one stroke lead, someone aces 18 and you get behind that hump, all of a sudden you go from the lead to being behind really quickly. So everybody knows that's a possibility, and you want to get as much daylight from the rest of the field as you can to give yourself some room for the ball being in places you'd prefer it not to be. Patrick looking for an ace here.
Lane number 5 coming down. Goes at it in the front door. Wow.
Boom.
Most players not taking a front door approach, but Hala putting an exclamation point on the end of that one. Well done for Hala.
And that could be a big one if he can, all of a sudden he makes that and he's putting himself, and Cam misses, he's putting himself just one behind Cam and 2 out of the lead. So this is staying tight, unlike other years where it was really a 2-person race. Oh, slow down ball.
Just got away. Cooper just a little bit too much ambition with that first putt, but he really wanted that back rebound, trying for the backdoor approach. This should be straight down the gully. Well done. Good par putt.
And he probably knows that rebound and is giving it a little bit more juice to maybe break, to take out a break, or just to really make sure that he's giving it a chance to get in the cup. And when it's this tight, that's sort of what you have to do. You need to just be aggressive.
Ansley now, he's playing down the straightaway over the cup, and that's a bad break.
Holy smokes. That thing hit the cup, didn't it? It looked like it jumped up.
It did. It's just a bad break. Unfortunately, it didn't go straight down, but fortunately, it left himself a manageable second putt here. This should be an easy up and in, and a well-done par there. Unfortunately.
So very quickly, we now have a 4-way tie for 4th place.
Wow.
So this leading group that we're seeing is just above 4th place. And of course, Patrick Holler will want to keep himself above that 4-way tie for 4th place, because at the end of this round, the groups are going to be reshuffled. It's really, really important. You want to be in that final group. So Patrick Holler currently 2 strokes above that 4-way tie for 4th place.
Lane number 6 now. Points race is on, too, for the 4th place as well.
Yeah.
They're looking to earn points to make it to the finals there in Aces Mini Golf in Gloucester here in May. Patrick Holler didn't get enough of a redirect here on lane 6, but has a manageable second putt. Dealing with a little bit of foliage behind him, but no problem, picks up his par.
And I should
I
say
do
that's
want-
Josh Mars, James McCarthy, Steve Samuelson, and James Goatley currently in that fourth-way tie
Tie
for
for
fourth
fourth.
place.
Cooper now on the tee box on 6. Looking for
All
the
strong
redirect
putters.
off the bump. Let's see if he makes it through. Gets the rebound. A little bit of a redirect, but just doesn't get enough redirection. Use himself on
See
the
the ball hop up too. It's hard.
Right.
It's hard to get in when you're taking those hops that are going in any direction. They want to go. You got very little room to control that when you're that far away and you're hitting it downhill when it's popping up.
So true. Our leader right
That's
now on the
It's
top.
a narrow opening
It
down
really
a
is.
hill. I mean, you
Isn't it
just look
crazy?
at that.
Who designed this?
It's crazy golf.
Gets a little bit of a rebound there. Let's see. Oh, it does come back.
Beautiful.
Almost in. That was a really great lead.
Really nice look, Matt.
Yeah.
Really nice putt.
Great job there. Ansley with a tap in for his par, so he'll stay in the lead there. Well, the action is going fast and furious here at the New Zealand Open. You got me, Dave Vida, Tom Loftus, Andrew Edmonds, and friends from around the world watching today. This is the 7th of 8 rounds. You're in a good place to be if you're watching closely, because we got a race to the finish. Patrick Hala now on lane number 7. The dog leg right to left. Takes the rebound, gets it to the top level, and in for the ace.
Boom.
Wow.
And like we said, all it takes is it's keeping your head, knowing you made some shots last round that didn't go your way, but every one of these lanes has been aced. Some just very low, but that means they've probably all got them in practice. Oh, nice one, Cam.
2 aces for Hala now in 3 holes, and now Cam Cooper with a tap in. It's crazy. How things can change very quickly, huh?
And that pressure in this group is it's so tight. Now all of a sudden you're Matt Ansley. It's like, okay, I can't drop, or we're back to a 3-way tie for first. And if you're Patrick Hala, you're like, I made some mistakes, but I get to set the tempo for the hole like Matt did last round.
Matt taking it straight at it, up and in.
Ooh.
Wow. The fist pump and the bounce of the ball off the back of the cup for another ace. That's 2 aces on this particular lane in this final group. That's crazy.
And that's how you keep the pressure on your competitors when you're the last to go, is you just get in, get your ace, and be like, okay, now you even have more to do to catch up to me.
Ansley not giving an inch. Patrick Hala on the tee box. This could be a treacherous hole with 2 different hazards. You can see right in front and right in the middle. And you can see the depression on the right side of your screen there on this particular lane, number 8. Great leave there from Hala. Gets it to the cup with no trouble.
It'll be really interesting over the years as this becomes a tournament where they allow mini golf balls, that if you see some people traveling and or the players really starting to, easy 2 there for Patrick, when you see the players seeing what the margins are and wanting to maximize, their potential to get a low score if they switch things around. Cam Cooper, balls off through the ditch. Oh, in the ditch.
This is going to take some skill and some effort here. He's going to get some relief. And the relief that he gets on this particular putt is where the problem lies, because it puts you at the base of that little slope, and it could cause the ball to jump, to hop, or to go offline very quickly. But Cooper
I have a feeling he's taken this a few times.
He loves to play it so fast, up and in with no problem. That's so impressive that he just hops on that without any wasted time. Left side of your screen, lane 8. Right side of your screen, lane 15. Round 7 of the New Zealand Open. Matt Ansley on the tee box now.
Fast and furious 3 rounds.
It's crazy. He gets down through the depression and leaves it over there on the left side, just exactly where Hala was.
Yep.
So he'll have about a 2 or 3 footer for his cleanup.
It's a nice leave, and again, he doesn't have to press too hard on this lane because everybody else is getting two. So just keep with that lead, take smart, sensible shots, and give yourself that wiggle room to make some mistakes on some of the really upcoming difficult lanes. Fansley here over on 15. I think that was a
Gosh.
2. I wasn't
I'm
really
guessing it
sure.
was
yeah.
for two. Yeah.
Nice
good
2.
two putt there for Fay. Let's move over to lane number 9. You see how long these lanes are. This one guarded by 2 little mounds on each side, but this is an aceable hole, and this lane in itself will mostly be a backdoor event for most of the players.
Aceable, but only 6 of them so far. So it's
Really?
so many of these lanes. Yeah, that they're just so few aces. So it's, as I say it, there's number 7. Patrick Holla
Look at him. He
is
just gained 3 strokes back in 7
absolutely
holes.
on a heater.
That's unbelievable.
Absolutely on a heater. And you can just see his rounds. I think all of the confidence that he might have lost taking his second 4 in a row in 15 shifts.
So
and
close.
now you have
So
Cooper taking a 2, and he's going to slip ahead of Cam Cooper and put the pressure now on Matt Ansley, who he makes a 2. He'll only have a 1-stroke lead. So Matt's, got 2 behind him, not just Cam Cooper fighting him all, fighting with him back and forth. He's got a good field in position to make this spicy.
This is Ansley going for the back rebound. Does he have enough to come back? Oh, just misses on the high side. Wow.
Not
This
going to
is
worry
just-
too much about that tap-in. Wow.
Something pretty special going on here today in New Zealand. The back and forth here, Ansley, Holla, and Cooper all holding on tightly as they possibly can to this round 7. This is the difficult and challenging lane 10. I've seen it a few times where the ball has come all the way back to the beginning. So players need to pick their spot for a rebound very carefully here. You'll see the cup.
Yeah, I remember that happening last year.
Right? Cup is on the left side there. Most players will play a rebound straight up. The slope is about 20 degrees up, so you got to make sure you hit it firm. Let's see how this works. Going straight at it, but firm. Takes a dead ball. And what a great play. Hits a really dead mini golf ball to get that rebound to prevent it from going back down the hill. That's a brilliant play and a brilliant putt.
And that's sort of, I think, even if Matt and Cam enjoy playing with the golf ball more, I think if the field starts picking up mini golf balls and seeing the strategy that can come into play with them, I think you'd start to be a leveler that those two, were those two being at the top of the field. But Cam's on the way with the golf ball.
Cooper, 2 back. Now look at it. It's going to go past the cup. Does it come all the way back? It does stop. Doesn't catch the slope. That's a really good lead for Cooper. But yeah,
Really
the advantage
nice
with that dead golf ball was just amazing, right? You see how hard he hit it? And it left him in more control. Cooper there will stay right where he's at, and then he stays a couple strokes back. Ansley now on the tee box on 10. Right side. Up the slope. Plays the rebound. Let's see what he chooses. Looks like he's also got a golf ball. That's coming around on the high side.
Be
Good
an
pacing.
easy 2.
Well done.
We've got maybe Josh Mars. Nope. We have James Goatley over on 15, whose ball is under that green bush. That's not good.
That's a good clue. That's not where you want to be. It's kind of interesting how his ball ricocheted backwards there. As we go to lane 11 on the left, lane 15 on the right, Goatley looking around for some assistance.
It's nice where they follow it down the lane before they're setting up, because you can see how narrow the margins are on these to get the ball through. and why the aces are so low on 11. There's only 3 so far.
This is tough, man. It's all about the rebound. A little bit of guesswork here. Gets it through, takes the back door, ricochets left.
It's
Not a bad
decent
lead, though. Yeah, decent leave. Problem is, this is a downhill putt, and this could actually go a little bit from his left to right. Wouldn't be
Oh, James
surprised.
Goatley missing on 15. He's very disappointed in himself on that one. Gave it a good run.
Goatley on the right, Hala on the left. Goatley gets his bogey. This for secure a par here for Hala. Very well done. A little bit of a knee knocker, that's for sure. Leaves Cooper now in our last group on the top left side of your screen.
I think that's Steven Samuelson on the right.
It is. Samuelson on the right side, lane 15. Down that narrow chute. Gets it up to that top level. Sends it around. Does it stay up? It does. Cooper sends his down.
Not coming off that wall.
No.
But behind an uphill, I imagine that's got to be a pretty straightforward putt for him right here.
Well done. Good par.
But I'm sure he's looking for those aces now, being 2 off the lead and drop down to third, having won this 2 years in a row, that he wants to continue to hold on to his crown. Ansley trying to take it away.
Down. Look at it. Bounces around everywhere. Just never had a direct line there to the cup. It's tough, you know. Those different rebounds just send it in many different directions, and it's just tough to gauge sometimes. But the important thing on lane 11 that you're seeing is the ball ends up just south of the cup, at least for an easier uphill back at it for your 2.
And it's hard. Like, again, look how little room that they have to get the ball through and down towards the cup. It's going to be hard to find many lines that work. And this is another lane over here on 12 that we've seen ace very few times, which means one of them is going to ace it right now, probably Patrick, because I think we've said that so many times. But again, they've all been aced, so it's possible. So let's see if Patrick can keep it going in this really nice round he's playing here on 12.
He sends it up, keeps it on that second tier, coming back in.
Oh, really nice leave.
Really good effort there from Hala. Won't be sad about that one.
No, it'd be cool if he holds on to this round, because if you're looking at Bond Golf, if you can get your score under, I believe, 30 or under, it's in blue, and there has not been a tournament or round like that at this course that I'm aware of.
Up and around there for Cooper. She just slides it to the right side of the cup. He was thinking about it. Really, another excellent putt. He looks away when he's disappointed every time. Ball doesn't end up in the bottom of the cup. He tends to take a gander to the left or to the right. You can tell a little bit of his disappointment, but nothing to be ashamed of there.
And he knows he's running out of daylight, though, too. You know, the margins are really small on this course, and you just really want those aces to go. Ooh.
Our first interesting leave there on lane 12 from Ansley. This is going to be a little bit of a tester. His first real tester here in this particular round. This is about a 4.5, 5-footer. Straight at the cup firm.
Could be interesting. On target. Yeah. I mean, you know it in his mind that Matt Ansley is very, very, very aware of how close his playing partners are, but probably has looked at some scores. You know, we're looking at James Goatley kind of tightening things up, and but it's fast and furious. We have Patrick Hala right on the box on 13.
Jeez, guys don't waste any time, do they?
Nope.
Plays the rebound through the chute there. You see the opening. The ball does whisk around the rail. And he'll have about a 2.5, 3-footer back up to the cup. Doesn't look that dramatic here. Going to take a quick look at it just to make sure he doesn't miss anything. This should be.
Woo! And talking about good scores, Josh Mars is -3 for the round, just having made 15 on a right-hand side as we were watching Patrick. I watched him celebrate and had to look at the scores. And if you missed that, go back and watch the replay. 14 and 15 in a row is
another
huge.
Almost ace on 15. Look at that.
Wow.
That was John Ansley.
Like John Ansley. And this is what I was talking about with these groups that don't have that really, I mean, the tightness that you get in a group where everybody is aware how close they are. And if you drop and you saw someone get an ace, it doesn't take much to do the math of how the scores are shifting. But there's a whole field out there of 4 or 5 players that are not that far away. And if you're Cam right now,
look at this.
you gotta make this, because you have Josh Mars, who is not far off of you. I think if he misses this, Josh will move all the way up to third.
Yeah, this is unusual territory for Cooper. Wow, was that clutch?
Great one. Gonna say, Josh is looking for an opening here right now, and take advantage of the opportunity.
I looked to the right side of the screen, I missed something on the left. I looked to the left screen and missed something on the right. Josh Mars there, standing, waiting patiently to go to 16 while we got Ansley going through the chute. Comes back and in for an ace.
Wow.
Ansley with a timely ace on 13. It's just so impressive.
Really nice ace. And that, I think that's only the 4th ace of the day on 13. Another one of those lanes where it's single digits, where you can get one of those to fall. There's just a mental, boost that you get from that, and really puts the other people in your group on guard, because they're like, okay, I can't make mistakes because now I'm 2 back off the lead.
Hala back on the tee box. 14. Slides it through, going front door and in for an ace for Hala. Answers the call from Ansley's ace on 13. So impressive.
This is some spicy mini golf right now. That puts him at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 under for the round. That, if he can hold on to it, could be probably the low round of the tournament, I believe.
Cameron Cooper also taking it front door approach. Gets caught up with those moguls and just slows the ball down enough to get offline, but not going to be happy for Cooper there, but that's all right. He has a tap in par.
Yeah, we have a 31 so far as the low round by Matt Ansley in round 2 as far. Oh, and James McCarthy. That's still an ongoing round. I don't think hold on to that.
Yeah, the scores in round 6 were actually a little bit high. Definitely have a lower go at it here, I think.
And looking at historical records, that 31 is the course record for the last 3 years by Matt Ansley.
Oh, no.
Oh, that is not a course record.
Did that stay on top of the mogul?
I can't tell. Even if it's on top.
Yeah. Oh my God, it is.
Oh, no, that is
never seen that.
Seriously bad luck, because now he's like, okay, what does this do? That thing is going to
come down left or right,
hard to the right.
Yeah,
and he needs to play it outside left,
Crouching
probably.
Tiger. Crouching
but you
Tiger
bring more
here.
Well, then you also bring more of the further you go left of the cup, the more you bring in part of the hill in. So I can't imagine he's practiced this. This would be the shot of the tournament here if Matt Ansley can sink this incredibly difficult 2.
Not wasting any time, getting right up at it, pushing it down. Let's see. He's a little unsure of himself. That's down. And it lips the cup.
Oh, good look, Matt. Really good look. It's not much you can do when you're in that kind of position. And so this is getting spicy. We have a tie for first once again. Patrick Hala and Matt Ansley.
Boy, it's just a matter of inches in some of these putts today. We know that Hala does not like this particular lane very much.
No,
The
he has two
double
fours on
bogey
it.
on
So
it.
let's
Yeah.
let's do this, Patrick. Get this one out of your head. You are playing great. Just, I think everybody wants to see. There's something about overcoming that all of us have had. So come on, Patrick, put this in the cup. Give us an ace. Do not go out of bounds. Get up that hill.
See Patrick Hala on the top leaderboard gets it up
Come
and
on.
oh, I
No,
thought
no,
it
no,
was
no, 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 no,
in.
no, no. It's still
Wow.
there.
Wow.
I
That
think
another 2 revolutions and that's all in big trouble.
if you,
And
I
that
know, like I was told by players in the UK, you have to touch the ball to, mark it dead. And you can see a little bit of wind there. I'm sure he's eager to hit this one, but not wanting to rush it because these putts are not a given on 15.
Patrick Hala for par, up and in.
Great job, Patrick. Way to that's the way what you do after
What?
you take 2 fours in a row. That again,
Right?
building up that confidence is huge. Cam
Just
Cooper
joining
needs a
us, you
big one
see,
here.
see Patrick Hala now on the top of the leaderboard. Cam Cooper needs to stay in it, and he goes off the field.
Oof.
That's unfortunate. Going to go
And it's
off the rail.
hard.
Just to clarify what's happening here, Cameron Cooper, because Josh Mars has had a very good round, Cameron Cooper is now in danger of not being in that final group. So after including this lane, they've got 4 round lanes to play, and then the groups will be reshuffled for the final round in reverse leaderboard order. Josh Mars has had a good round, and Cameron Cooper can't afford to drop if he wants to remain in that leading group, which of course he does because that's where you want to be.
A discussion just happened on the green there with all the competitors to determine where his ball went out of bounds. He's placed it, given himself some relief. And now Cooper needs this clutch putt for par on 15 so he doesn't drop another stroke.
And he's looking
Sends
at
it
a
up.
rebound shot.
Back door. No, it doesn't get it.
Yep.
May have had to do with the chosen mini golf ball he used there. Just need to hit it a little bit more firm.
I think that looks like a Chromax golf ball, actually.
It looked like it. Not sure if it was though.
I
Could have
can't
been.
tell. This feels like a good mini golf ball hole, but again, hard to tell from afar. Matt Ansley needs to hold on to that lead. Keep
Gotta
it
hit
in
this ball.
bounds.
You have to hit the ball harder than you want to here. Gets to that second tier and
Yep.
really leaves it very well. Anywhere on that
Yep.
second tier is a fantastic lead.
But that's no gimme, and this is one that everybody knows. You lose your head a little bit and you hit it firm, and that ball is going down the hill. So
Ansley for his par. Stepping right up and in. Great stroke. Good pickup.
again, they lightning fast play. I'm sure a lot of the folks in Europe that are used to the other forms of mini golf, felt, concrete, Ethernet, not
Take a look
used
here.
to this type of play.
Yeah, so Cameron Cooper is now in a tie with Josh Mars for 3rd position.
Wow.
So if Cameron Cooper drops just one more time, he will not be in that final group. Steven Samuelson also got a 33 in that round.
So Cooper needs to come up with an ace here just
Yeah.
to solidify his spot if he can find one. Hala now on 16 and haven't seen a leave over there on the right side yet. Not sure what happened there. I think those moguls really slowed down the pacing of the ball. And now Hala's faced with a tricky back at it, the cup here. He does have line of sight.
Yep. You can see that he's clear of that hump. It'll be interesting if Cam falls out of the final group, because if you're in that final group, you have to know that Cam's out there and has won this 2 years in a row as well. So you can't rely on the players in front of you and how they're playing to dictate how you're going to approach things. You have this big
Hala now. See how he does real quick. Sorry to interrupt.
putt here. Big putt
It is
here.
a big putt. Oh, he pushed it, and it's in. It takes the dish and in.
I thought
Boy,
I thought I was seeing the same thing as you.
yeah, I thought he pushed that to the right, but it definitely found the corner there. And wow, it's a fantastic save for par for Hala just when he needed it.
And then Cam
Stays
Cooper
right in the
right up
lead.
there. We just can't stop to make a comment. They just are going at it. Oh, and you can see
Perfect.
that Cam and Matt are doing that angled shot
Right?
through
I
there
love
to
it.
come off that back. You know,
I
if you're
love that.
looking at the cup, you're aiming at like 10 o'clock on a clock to go over the humps, come off, get a rebound, and go in. And in some ways, it's smart because out of bounds is less in play than if you're going straight where you have those humps in front of you and downhill. Matt Ansley trying to match.
Currently tied for first with Hala. Bouncing ball up and over. Does it have enough to come back? No, but a good lead.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that hump is in his line of sight, so he will have I don't know, it doesn't look like more than half a meter, a couple of feet.
Good up and in. Good par save.
Easy peasy. Boy, this is
All
going to
right.
be a fun round, folks. If you already didn't think it was going to be spicy after seeing how close it was coming into today, you have the two-time defending New Zealand Open champ Cam Cooper, only 3 off the lead with what is that? They have 20 lanes to go and a tie at first with Patrick and Matt, averaging 35, 1 under. So this is a record-setting pace for everybody, I believe.
Hala on 17, center tee box. Takes it down the center cut. Gets the rebound back. Second rebound to the cup. And just on the lip.
Oh my gosh, how did that not go in?
Oh, just
Wow.
unfortunately unfortunate is what that was. Wow. That's
And just for
breathtaking.
just for context, only twice in the past have players been under par, and that was Ansley and Cooper last year with a -3, -2. So seeing some great scoring, and Cam
Cooper going
Cooper
for an
on the
ace.
way.
Oh, does it?
Oh,
Oh, yes,
it
dropped.
goes. Big one
That
there
is
for Cam.
Huge. That will more than likely solidify his entrance to the last group.
And that puts the pressure on Matt. He's going to be within, if Matt does an ace this, he'll be within 2 of the lead with Patrick and Matt.
Here he goes. Does he have a chance? Oh, it just curves around.
And that's that lane. You go from, you look at these lanes, like number 17, ace 27 times, 18, ace 2. So, and 15 and 16 also aced only 2 times. So you really have 17 as a big pressure putt because everything surrounding it are lanes that trouble is abound. We saw it on some tough deuces on 16. We know that 15 is incredibly hard. So those last 4 lanes setting it up for you in this final round as it comes up are going to be big, and that's kind of what you like. You want the pressure on top of the fact they all want to win. You want some really difficult lanes to test them, and this is a big one. 18. Patrick wants to finish strong. Oh, and that's going to be more than a tester, I would say, for Patrick, who's having just an absolutely stellar round. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aces. If he can save this 2, this will be tied for the best round of the tournament. And I believe, if I'm looking at the stats right, tied for the record in the New Zealand Open for the last 3 years. So big putt here for Patrick.
Yeah, this is a straightaway center cut, firm, makeable. Hala
Patrick
for par. Up and wow, he plays it way to the left, but back. Does it come in? No.
No.
I don't know what happened there, but he was way off on that. He drops a stroke out of the lead.
Could he have been playing a rollback shot? I wouldn't think you would at this because you're going to get the rollback if you're going right at it. So
yeah, that's very strange. That was an unusual putt. I don't know if he saw something different there than we saw. Cameron Cooper now on the tee box takes it, and he has a similar putt.
Oof.
That ball's coming back though. Oh
Oof.
boy,
Sit
that
ball.
really.
Oh, and I wonder, okay, they do get relief from that little hump because there are some tournaments where if it's not like an extended berm, they are less generous on that, but you got to give someone a room for a backstroke here. So this is
All right.
a big one for Cam because this could, I don't know
Yes.
what will be the deciding factor, but if it's differential, Josh will actually
Cooper up and in for a par.
and in, doesn't matter. Didn't even give me enough time to tell you what
I
would happen if
know.
he misses that.
I
putt.
know. You got to think
Shoots a
faster
solid
there,
36.
Loftus. Come on.
I can't. These guys are just speed demons here.
They are playing very fast. Ansley now on the tee box, and this is to stay in the lead here for a par or an ace. Haven't seen too many aces here today. Well, he sends it
Uh-oh.
all the way around.
He really likes taking those putts over that berm there. I don't know what it
Wow.
is. He's taken them a few times, so he misses this, and we have a two-way tie for first, and we have the top five that will be within 3 strokes of the lead because right now, Steven Samuelson is at 249, and if Matt takes a 3 on this, that would only be 3 strokes off the lead. So we've seen how these rounds go.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Taking some more relief here. This is not going to be a straight putt. It's going to go
No.
up, and then it will come back down a little to the right. So I'm going to say left edge or left center. And if
Just
there's a
dunk it.
hop, it's a problem.
Don't even
And
touch the green. Dunk it. Go right into
par.
the cup.
Up and in for par. Clutch
so
putt
much
there
for that.
Ansley. I know.
So with that, the top 5 is divided by 4 strokes. We have Matt Ansley 245, Patrick Holla 246, Cam Cooper 247, Josh Mars 248, Steven Samuelson 249. 4 strokes, and if you look at the scores that round, you look at the fact that Cam Cooper and Patrick Holla were 4 strokes apart, and that made all the difference. And you look at all of these scores at these players, they've all got a little red, and even Steven Samuelson has a 40 on his card. So everybody's capable of shooting those 32, 33 in your top 5. Everybody has 32, 33, 31 in the top 5. And everybody in that top 5, you see Matt Ansley, who's in first, has 38. Patrick Hall is in second, has a 39. Anything can happen. Cam Cooper even had a 37. That was his worst round. He's kind of been solid, but not going low with the aces right now.
No magic from Cooper there getting below par.
But
in the last
he might be due.
4 rounds. Yeah.
He might be due. I mean, you look at these scores, he hasn't seen a green score in a minute, and he might be due, but I would even put James McCarthy is 6 strokes off the lead. He shoots a 31. Someone shoots a 37. Look at those scores. Everybody has that on their card. Those scores are all out there.
The question is, in the final round, in the 8th round of competition here, with so much on the line, who can pull the rabbit out of the bag and shoot that low? That's the tough part. And I'll tell you,
know in less than an
hour. They can do it. They can do it. We may find out less than 15 minutes the way these guys are playing.
They're just going to all go out there and fly through it. But it's really exciting to watch this. I think both you and I did this last year as well, Dave. Yeah. That it really felt like the whole time it was a 2-player race, that we had players like John Ansley and James Goatley and Steven Samuelson and Josh Mars, and I believe Patrick Holla was playing last year as well, because I think I remember him hitting some mini golf balls. They were all really in the running, and you're seeing that top 9, 8 players really tighten the margins, and it's exciting to see just from a spectator's perspective, but also just for their top end talent really getting better by pushing each other and having players that, despite the fact that Matt and Cam have sort of dominated this event, people are like, yeah, I'm going to catch up. And Matt and Cam's scores are better than ever, but so is everybody else. I look back 2 years ago, the top winning scores, if I'm looking at this right, are Cam Cooper. Yep, I'm looking at this right. Cam Cooper won with a +8, and Matt Ansley in second with a +9. Then you jump to next year, and both of them shave a 11 strokes off of that to go to -3 and -2. And right now, we're on pace to even potentially go lower than that. Matt Ansley is, what is he at, a -7? That is 4 strokes better than where Cam Cooper was at last year. So they're just really dialing in this course, getting better at, making the aces and avoiding the mistakes, and everybody else is too. So how exciting is that?
Let me recap
just to keep the watchers at home informed. I know yesterday we had quite a long break. It's not expected to be a long break at all today. In fact, as soon as we can figure out the scorings and the groupings, we might well be going straight back out there. So do not go anywhere. This final round should be incredible, but yeah, not much of a break expected at all, just long enough to calibrate the groups. Go ahead.
Are they even taking a break? I think they're so eager to play. They're just running out there and be like, don't tell, we know where we are. Just let us play. We're Kiwis. Come on.
We'll figure it out. We're live here at the Golfers Warehouse Lower Hut. This is New Zealand and the New Zealand Open. You've got me, Dave Vida, Tom Loftus on the microphone, our producer, Andrew Edmonds, kind of coordinating things. You've got some of the best adventure golfers in the world converging today, and we are through 7 of 8 rounds. We're out of breath because the action really hasn't stopped yet since we started. It's been a little bit crazy. These guys are playing fast and furious, and I think they're playing right now on the field. Is this more action? Okay. This is the 8th round. They just decided, hey, we're gonna just keep going. Okay.
So Andrew's all the way over in the Czech Republic. We want him to see the finish, so we're just gonna play really fast. So Andrew, you're gonna get a good night of sleep, I think.
Well, I mean, he does need his beauty rest, but we all do, I think. Same sense.
Yeah.
All
nice
right.
Ace.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is, but it was a nice ace. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, do give it a check if there's a new start schedule. I'm just about to look into that myself.
Not seeing updated scores. They wouldn't be practicing, would they?
They could be, but I doubt it. I mean, I don't know if that's allowed. They could be practicing. That's possible.
It'll be really interesting coming down the end here because we do have in the top 5, again, within 4 strokes, Steven Samuelson and Josh Mars from Australia that I don't know the full history of the New Zealand Open, but I imagine it would be a big deal if someone came over from Australia and won it, because I think I saw a couple weeks ago that Matt Ansley went over to Australia and does what Matt Ansley does, and he won. So it wouldn't surprise me if going back and forth that in the history of the New Zealand Open and Aussie had won it. But as far as we know with the World Adventure Golf Tour and what I have as history and rounds in front of me, it is 2 players at the top in 3 years, separated in those 3 years by, or those 2 years, I should say, 2 strokes. So for them to still be within 2 strokes of each other would be interesting because if Matt
Okay, so
beats
there is a new start schedule
okay.
at 12:10. So if you just go to Bangor and click the start schedule button, you'll see the groups for the final round. It says here it's going to start in 10 minutes, but I've heard from the course that the players are keen to go out as soon as possible. In the
Yeah.
first group, Michael Broadhead, Paul O'Connor, Emmy Steedman, and then Fabian Oche of German nationality, but living in New Zealand in the second group, followed by Paul Kerrigan and Faye Ansley. And then Scott Clancy, John Ansley, and James Goatley. And then James McCarthy, Steve Samuelson, and Josh Mars. All of them could easily win it with a good round. And then the final group, Cameron Cooper, Patrick Holler, and Matt Ansley. So we'll be following them again, as we have done for the previous 2 rounds. So if you're watching at home, if you're here, you're interested in what the start schedule is going to be for the final round, go on to the Bangor scores. The link is in the pinned comment on both Facebook and YouTube. Click that link and click start schedule, and then you'll see the playing groups and the times, predicted times for the final round, but it may go a bit quicker than that. Tom, go ahead.
I don't see the actual. I see the first 2 rounds, round 6 and 7. I don't see round 8 published yet.
You need to refresh.
I did. Did refresh.
I can see it all. One thing that I've found really interesting is if you look at last year, I was talking about how close Cam and Matt are, but take a look back at last year's results. Overall, over 8 rounds, John Ansley plus 20 and Cam Cooper -3. So 23 strokes separated them. John Ansley is 7 strokes off. There's no way he's going to be as far back in the same position essentially as last year. Now the field is just really tightening, and this is just wonderful for us to see how close it is. I mean, again, last year, Steven Samuelson in 3rd place, he was 7 strokes back. 7 strokes back right now is 8th place. So everything has gotten a lot tighter, and it's not just Matt and Cam going back and forth. And that's really exciting because I think they now have to play the course and the field and not just each other. And I don't know about you all, but I love that this last group is not, well, let's see what these 2 players do. It's how are they doing, and how is potentially the 3rd group doing? James Goatley's in the 3rd from last group. He's only 6 strokes off the lead. Again, he shoots at 32. Someone shoots 39 or 38. That goes away. Like,
so we are actually well ahead of schedule. We're 30 minutes ahead of schedule. The players wanted to start. This is the second group. So we're seeing now Fabian Oche, Paul Kerrigan, and Faye Ansley. I've got the starting schedule up on the bottom right of our stream here.
Thank you. For some reason, I don't have that. I don't know why it's not updating on mine. I've been feverishly trying to update it, but it's not working. That's technology for you. But thank you for.
It's a speed golf here.
It really, I've never seen anything like it this fast. Usually I'm begging for people to play faster.
Okay, people watching, let us know, what do you think is going to happen? Somebody call it, please. I want everyone to try and call it. What do you think is going to happen? We've got scores at the moment of 7 under par, 6 under par, 5 under par, 4 under par, 3 under par. Stick your neck out. If you have a prediction, write it in the comments, and I'll share that live on air. Danny Tatum says dedication to quality coverage, the World Adventure Golf Tour around the globe. Thank you very much, Danny. Vanette Block says anyone in the top 5 might win. But if you had to say, Vanette, who do you think? Tobias Ramses says it's crunch time. It certainly is.
Who's crunch?
Ansley there in her final round on lane 1 will pick up her par. Scott Clancy, John Ansley, and James Goatley will be on the tee box next. These guys
Make
just
some
don't want to
picks,
miss.
folks.
They don't want to miss any lunch today. Apparently, that's why they're moving quickly.
Make some picks, folks. So if you don't get your picks in the comments soon, they're going to finish the round before you get to
That's
it.
true.
You have to
That's true.
you have to get them out there. You're going to start to see people getting aces on one and be like, "Oh, well, now I think." Nope,
Okay,
put 'em in
so
now.
HBK Go says Ansley will win. He has a lot of routine on these situations. So I think what HBK Go is saying is Ansley is the player here most used to high pressurized situations. Putt down under says the Aussies won't go away. So in other words, I think don't count the Aussies out. Strong prediction, Josh Mars only 3 strokes away from the lead. So it could well be him. Any more predictions? Keep them coming in. As Dave said, we're just about to start. Scott Clancy, John Ansley, and James Goatley. James Goatley, I mean, it was only an hour ago that he was in a 4-way tie for first place.
Right?
No, that's
That was
crazy.
not that long ago. It really wasn't that long ago.
Lord, it's just unbelievable. That's how delicate things can be out here, and you see what a great effort that Patrick Holla put in just to stay where he's at too as well. So when things weren't looking great for Holla, and he suddenly got a check between the 2 ears there and figured things out, he stabilized his score and was able to connect with a bunch of aces, shooting at 32 in that low round 2 in round 7. So well done for Patrick Holla.
And he's been all over the place. His scores are green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, and I think he really needs to buck that trend and just go green, green, and shoot under 36. He has to if he wants to win this thing.
Clancy here with an attempt here on lane 1, and he comes up a little bit short in his final attempt on lane 1 in round 8. Is for par.
And I think someone needs to shoot another 32, 31 to sneak ahead and win this thing. But again, like I said, that last group, maybe it's James Goatley in group 3 hits 30, 31 and doesn't get those drops like he did before. And people in the last group are tight. That can shift things dramatically.
John Ansley now on the tee box. Real quick, sorry to interrupt, but I want to make sure
let's get it, John. Here. You're in it. You're still in it.
Bumps it. Gets
him
enough to come back. This leaves a little precarious. We've seen this putt missed a couple times today already. Not a gimme by any stretch. And a little bit of loss of enthusiasm there for John as he sets this one up. A little bit of bummed out there on that first putt. He's back up. And he misses it.
And John really wants this because if he gets enough points from between this and the other tournament in New Zealand, he could qualify for that final and play with his son. And I think that would be a huge moment. He wouldn't be, oddly, the first father-son combo, though, in the World Adventure Golf Tour final. That would be our German friends.
James Goatley now on lane 1. This looks pretty good. Trekking in for an ace for Goatley. Starting out strong.
This is what we were talking about. Give us a celebration. No. See, it wasn't like round 1 where people running down the lane and celebrating. Everybody knows that the door is open on what has seemed like an impenetrable field of Ansley and Cooper. All of a sudden, everybody's feeling like I hold my head. I'm not just trying to sneak into third and be out of the chance of taking first or second. I can win this whole thing because everybody's put up a bad round and everybody's put up a good round.
Closely bunched is the 12:30 tee time. James McCarthy, Stephen Samuelson, Josh Mars. They'll be heading to the tee box on lane 1, left side of your screen. We await the action on the dangerous lane 15 to the right side of your screen.
Meanwhile, we have Maria Anthony saying hi from Australia, watching from club tournament in Linwood in Austria. Hi, Maria Anthony. What do you think is going to happen this final round? Gaz Coombs says Matt Ansley will shoot 34 and beat Cameron Cooper by 3 shots.
Wow.
That is a very specific prediction. We love it, Gaz. If you're right, you'll be a hero. Vanette Block says, I think I am 18 hours behind time-wise for Eastern Standard Time. Tom Loftus, how far behind are you? Question mark.
He's 7 days behind.
Yeah. Danny Tatum says, with 66 different species of shark. Where is this going? Danny Tatum says, with 66 different shark species, including the great white shark, some in Group 2 will shoot 32 and potentially move up if leaders don't take care of business! Exclamation mark. Drama. ... Thank you very much, Danny. Vanette Block says, I will only predict a playoff. Vanette Block, it's never happened before in the New Zealand Open. Big call. I mean, obviously, we'd love to see it, wouldn't we?
Yes.
Andrew, what happens in a playoff? What happens? Does it go back to 1? Is it a sudden death? How does it work in this particular format?
I believe it will go back to 1. The New Zealand Federation sticks pretty close to the WMF precedent, so I believe they go back to lane 1 for sudden death, lane by lane. HBK, go. We've already read that one out. Ryan Hadroff says, don't count out Josh Mars. A few people saying that an outsider might come in. Come on, more predictions. Let's have
Putting wonder from down under's got a chance.
He's 3 strokes off. Anything can happen. Absolutely, positively, Josh Mars is right.
Looking to devour that field like a Waffle House.
That's a great analogy. That's exactly what I was
He had
thinking.
his first Waffle House this spring, so yeah.
Oh, all right, we got James McCarthy on 1, looking to dunk it in for an ace. And he says, not so fast. Don't count me out.
6 off the lead. James McCarthy has been one of those players who's been in the top 3, and he went to that first World Adventure Golf Tour final. So
he did. I remember him in Burnout. It was great.
And this is Steven Samuelson, I believe.
Oh, Samuelson just off the mark there and rubs it on the rail, and then it caroms off to the left. And this is a tricky putt. We've seen this one missed many times today.
I believe Steven Samuelson works in sports media too. I think he's a writer. Good putter. Really good putter. Oh, come on. Don't jinx me like that. He's a really good putter. It's a tough lane.
I tell you what, that is a tough angle. That is not where you want to leave your ball on the second putt. We just saw John Ansley miss it, and now Samuelson misses it. And now the aforementioned Josh Mars, the wonder from down under. See what he's got in the tank. Lane 1, round 8, final round of New Zealand Open. Sent it down.
That celebration.
Looks
it's
great.
On the line.
In for an ace.
Boom. It's got that big fist pump. Give us something. Give us some gold. Little throw. That's what we like to see, Josh.
Josh Mars says, I'm on the run. I'm chasing. You know, it's funny. Just a few minutes ago, I was watching the right side of the screen, and I could watch Matt Ansley pacing around lane 15, just kind of kicking some rocks and making sure the rebounds were okay. But it's interesting. There's not much time between this final round and the previous round, which historically has not been the case. So there's not much time to get inside your own head here. So it was kind of interesting just seeing how the leader of the tournament is spending his time between rounds, just kind of gathering his thoughts and keeping it fresh, walking around the course, trying to analyze things, and maybe keeping it a little light, not taking it a little too seriously. But remains to be seen.
I doubt that.
You never know.
Really jarring serious. He's a competitor. He likes to have fun, but these guys are, they are a blast. They'll have a drink with you afterwards, and then they'll be up at 7 a.m. and running a 5K, and then out training all day. And
seems that way, right?
That physical if you have that physicality out on the course and being over the ball, everything's going to feel more natural. You play 7 rounds and you have a lot of adrenaline going through you and
Yeah.
feeling worn out and don't have that stamina, it'll bite you in the butt.
Just before we begin, John Powell says, I'm with the net block. I think we see a playoff at 9 under. Another really specific prediction. I like these specific predictions. The net block is cheering on Josh, saying, great start, Josh. You've got, I'd say, just 1 more minute to lock in those predictions, get them sent in. And then we will start this final round with all 3 players separated 1 stroke between each other. Matt Ansley, 7 under par. Patrick Hodder, 6 under par. Cameron Cooper, 5 under par. Almost ready to start the final round, the final group.
And, if Cam takes a 2 on this, all of a sudden he's tied with Josh for 3rd place. And Josh is, if Matt takes the 2, he's only 2 ahead of Josh Mars in 3rd place. So it could be 5 or 6 players genuinely in it. This is a huge lane.
Here we go.
Big
James
one for
Goatley has
him.
2 aces so far.
Woo!
Who does? Who has 2 aces?
The GOAT.
Oh, the goalie. Gotcha. Cooper looking
Oh,
dead
that's looking
straight.
good.
Ace.
Oh,
They're hole in one. Cooper is the reason why he's been the champion. You can see it. All the pressure is on him now, and he certainly rises to the occasion. Now, we got Patrick Holla. Starts on the left side of the tee box. Going straight at it. Little left to right. Doesn't have enough to come back. Curving back around.
Oh, it's short.
He's short. That's all right. Par is the next best thing.
That's a tie for 2nd place now.
And then our leader, Matt Ansley. Lane 1. Round 8, New Zealand Open. Winner takes all.
It's just absolutely razor tight margins in the top 5.
It really is. It's really amazing.
And it'll all be done in less than an hour.
Just misses the wall. Just misses the cup. Really, really, really good try there.
There's now 1 stroke separating the top 3 players in this tournament.
Wow.
Oh, Josh Mars with 2 aces.
Whoa.
Josh Mars is like, hold my beer. I am ready to win this tournament in New Zealand. Got Matt Ansley coming over and kicking our butts. It's our turn.
Lane 2 now. Cameron Cooper, the dog leg left to right. Sends it down, takes the rebound, comes over. Is it going to slow down? It's not. It's going to come all the way back down to the bush there. And this leaves a precarious 2nd putt. This is easy to miss. Fortunately, Cam Cooper just gets right up and he wants to go right at it. Right edge on this
putt. Won
putt.
it twice before. He knows what
it
does.
Straight in, right, no problem. Not even dramatic.
Feels like what we watched in the playoff 2 weeks ago at the Fringe with the top players. Just they know what to do, and they have the confidence just to put it right in. Patrick Holla, 1 stroke back, and Ace ties him for the lead for a minute.
Patrick Holla playing around the rim there, and it does
a nice
stop
leave.
him. A really good leave. It leaves him only about 1.5 feet or so, 1/2 a meter.
There you go. How many centimeters is that?
I don't know. Is it 100 centimeters? I'm not sure.
Something like that.
I don't know. I am not a
20
metric guy.
is something around 8 inches, which
Probably.
is over half a foot. We'll do the math some point.
Oh, what just happened?
You can
The
see
wind,
the wind
obviously.
picking up a little
Yeah.
bit.
It really
And
is.
it might be
playing,
the
but
reason for people to to speed up the play that maybe they're anticipating at this time of day, that the wind is going to be more of an impact.
Patrick Hala for the delayed second putt, but a nice par pickup there for Hala, and almost a fall over. The wind almost blew him
Whoa!
right down.
I thought gale force winds here.
I know. All right.
Big
And
one.
here he is, Matt Ansley. I think he's our leader by one. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Leader by one. Ansley now in the tee box. Takes it down. Similar putt as we just saw from Hala. So Ansley will have this little cleanup of about a half a meter to clean up his par. Nobody
Yeah,
on
and
15 yet.
Josh Mars is still on one ace, but his score is in the blue.
Two aces out
Or
of
two aces,
five.
I'm sorry.
Two aces.
Two aces out of five,
five.
though. It's
Yeah.
really nice. And keeping that score in the blue this is what you're talking about. You need one, you get 31, 32, 30 if you set the course record. And there's several players that they get that score, they can win this tournament because everybody else is capable of putting up 36, 37, and that 6-7 stroke swing will change everybody's fates quite a bit.
Lane 3 here. Cam Cooper losing it a little to the left. Doesn't get enough. Coming off that ace on one, but here he is. He definitely makes a nice par save there on lane 3. Patrick Hala now, top of your screen. He plays this very tight to that railing on the left side of the tee box.
They're all
See
playing
what
fast.
line.
I almost wonder if Patrick should just slow down to throw them off their game.
Going right at it, just left of the cup, and that sends it all the way back. That's okay. That should be okay.
It's not too bad.
It's a little bit of a tester here, but these guys go right up there and they just take care of business, don't they?
Yeah, they don't.
Just
They play
commit and
fast.
They go. Good putt there, and he misses
Oh
it.
no! And that, all of a sudden,
That's what you said. You said slow down.
Yep.
There's
All of a
nothing
sudden,
wrong with
Josh
playing a little
Mars is now in second place
Oh dear.
with Cameron Cooper. So Matt Ansley, then Cameron Cooper and Josh Mars, and then Patrick Hala following that drop. But obviously, Matt Ansley still with this lane to play.
Ansley now also taking the same approach as Hala on the top left side of the tee box. You see him in the far back center of your screen. Takes the stroke, plays it a little more left, coming back and just misses on the high side there. Really good effort there from Ansley.
and you can see the difference between Josh Mars and Patrick Hala too. Patrick finished 8th last time around, and Josh was 4th. So, I think this is totally new territory for Patrick, being in the position to potentially win this tournament. And he's playing with two people that definitely know how to win or get incredibly close. And as we all know with Matt Ansley, who's lost the last 2 New Zealand Opens by 2 strokes. And I'm saying it now because we'll have to say it anyways, that this is a big monkey that's been on his back that he is trying to fight through, and he's gonna have to get through some good opponents like Cam Cooper.
Ease, but ease. How does that just stay on the high side there?
See James McCarthy looking over and seeing what's going on, because James is in 5th place. Again, he's looking to see how things are going. He could pass Patrick Hala, maybe get a couple extra points and punch his ticket to Gloucester. I think everybody's looking at that here.
Patrick Hala now in the tee box. See if he takes a similar approach just over that little ramp. Clear that water hazard. Got to hit it firm, pick your line, take the rebound. Right side. Does this have enough? No.
Come on. And this is I had talked about before the round with Patrick, that his scores have been under par, over par, under or at par, and so I think he really needs to just center himself and get back on track. But yeah, he's just been really a little up and down, and he's not out of it. He's only dropped one shot, and he's been able to ace a bunch of these lanes. He just needs to channel those aces and throw away all of the memories of those rounds at or over par, because he's going to need to shoot under par the way this is all coming together right now to win it.
Matt Ansley now on the tee box on lane number 3. This is actually 4.
Mhm.
Takes it over the ramp, finds a rebound. This looks good. Oh,
Oh,
double rebound. Almost another backdoor
so
chance.
close.
Really, that one hit
He-
the south side of the cup there and almost had a chance.
And he's desperate for that separation right now. Just absolutely wants to get out ahead of the field and stay out ahead of the field.
Josh Mars there playing it just unbelievable right now at 2 strokes under par. In the hunt and in the chase there of Ansley.
Yeah, James Goatley also 2 strokes under par for the round, but he's going to need maybe 5 strokes under if he's going to
Yep.
challenge that winning position. But still
Yep.
possible for him to do.
Cam Cooper now with the rebound back, and it just comes a little too far, just a little too aggressive on the putt, kind of flailing his arms like, what do you got to do here to get an ace?
I mean, you look at the stats on this course, you got to do a lot and then hope for some luck, I think, because these guys are good putters. And again, over still half the course has been aced less than 5 times, unless my stats are updating behind. But it's a tough course, and you just every ace is huge in this round right now with it being so close. Patrick Holland needs this badly.
Definitely a long course. Plays the rebound, coming back in. Oh, I can't believe it. I was going to say that was
so
in,
close.
in, but just lips the top side of the cup there and leaves himself with a little bit of a tap in for his par. Good job for Holland
Yeah.
there.
You need those margins to work in your favor right now, Patrick, because you have Josh Mars that's already skipped up a bump a little bit above you, and he's tied with Cam Cooper as far as round average for second. So
Ansley setting
it's
this
tight.
down on the left side, getting the rebound back. This looks good. It
Oh,
just comes up short.
you can see it on his face. He wants that separation so
Yeah.
badly
Yeah.
from Cam, because he has definitely gone down to the last few lanes with a lead
No.
or being close and have it slip from his fingers. And I think every ace, he just wants to put it to bed and not have to think about what's happened in the past. And it's going to be a big, big finish. Just a lot of history down here.
Not for lack of trying. These guys are putting their all into it.
No,
Final
they're
round here.
amazing putters.
New Zealand Open
Cam
2025. Cooper now sending it down. He gets the redirect. Does it have enough to come back? It does, but still short. Great effort there on the rebound on this lane 6. Good try.
And again, another one of those lanes where it's like been aced only 2 times. So you can tell that getting a rebound and getting that close to an ace is in itself as good as anybody can do on it for how few aces there are.
It's almost like getting a stroke and a half on the field because it hasn't been ace so much. Holland
Yes.
out on the tee box. Sending it down.
Big one.
It's the rebound. Doesn't get much of a
Ooh.
rebound there and just kind of follows the railing. And that's going to put a difficult second putt here.
I wonder if that's what he was trying to do, because everybody else had been trying to split, but maybe he's playing it safe.
He dropped 1 stroke earlier already on an easy follow-up par. This
Come on,
now leaving him a
Patrick.
4-footer. He's up and he's in.
Good.
Well done.
Like to see him get 2 greens to finish the green red scoring where you have
Yeah.
one good round followed by a round that's 4 or 5 different, difference. You'd like to see him finish on a strong note.
Ansley, the top of your screen, left side, right side of the tee box, plays it down over the left, gets a rebound, gets the correction, and just comes up short of the backside. Got about a foot and a half a meter or so there left for his cleanup.
Hold on to your popcorn tightly, folks. This is going to be a close finish. This will be 2 in a row with the Fringe going to a playoff. World Adventure Golf Tour showing you the absolute best in adventure golf and some really great competitive matches, and not taking up too much of your time. We're not even 2.5 hours into this, and I'm putting my money on it. I would say in the next half an hour we'll be done, and I should have not had to rebook my dinner tonight because I think I could have made my 6:30 reservation. Come on, Cam, getting another rebound. No.
So close. Good try there. Cam Cooper now in 7.
It's hard to keep track of the lanes.
I know.
Refresh,
It's going so fast. I can only see 7 back in the background there. That's how I know that's where we're at. This is a good angle right here. Love this angle.
I really like this. Nicely done, camera person.
Yes. You can see that railing. They're going to bank it off the right side, back up, and you can see a little bit of that tier here. Hala now gets caught on the right side.
Another kick.
Yeah, leaving
looks
himself
like
a little bit of another tester. He's making some work out of this today. He's actually missed a few of these short putts, so he's got to be careful here. Hala for par, lane 7, round 8, New Zealand Open, and it's in.
He's keeping up his confidence. He's still very much in the hunt right now. He has the one drop, but all it's going to do is take an ace for him to move ahead. And we have Josh Mars. Those 2 aces got erased. He took a 4, but Matt Ansley
for an ace.
Oh,
wow!
Matt Ansley with that ace gives himself some separation, and as I was just saying, lane number 10, Josh took that 4, and that drops him to even for the round and out of the top 3.
Yeah, there it is right there. That's too bad.
Fast and furious. They're already at the tee box.
No time left. I know. Lane 8. Cam Cooper says, get me out of here. Takes it up and over. Leaves it just shy of the cup there. Leaves himself a long second putt here, though. A little ambitious with that tee shot. All right. So he gets a little bit of relief there with the measuring rod. Going to actually stepping near the line there just to get a feel for if this thing's going to break or not, if there's a little bit of a slope there. That was the purpose for that move. Takes a step back just to see it all in all. Not a putt he's familiar with here.
Which is surprising, but I was going to say it looks like it's breaking right.
It's left edge, firm, in, and down.
Boom.
Good par.
Great putt, but that's why you take your time too. I mean, that looked like it was just falling in on the right side of the cup there, so it was definitely breaking.
That's the longest putt of the day, time-wise.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, over the hazards. Patrick bounces over the cup, and the same exact putt now. If he was paying attention to what Cameron Cooper just had, this will be the same exact putt. Cam actually dunked this on the right side of the cup because of the break. So Hala here is going to give it a little due diligence. Taking a look at it. Feels like he's got the line already. He's been rushing a lot of these putts lately. It's down, and it's in for par. Well done.
I mean, that's a nice thing about playing a mini golf ball, too, is the smaller diameter. I feel like you can really smash it in a little bit more than a golf ball where it gets rattling around. And Matt Ansley just ready to smack it down the lane.
2 hazards in front there. You can see the depression on the right side. Plays it through that gully. Comes back around, rebounds a couple times, and similar putt to the other 2.
I was going to say they took different approaches, but similar results.
Yeah. Not a bad spot to be. You can see it's maybe a little
No.
bit easier than it looks. It looks a little more daunting, but it's probably more flat than anything else.
But he's looking
Yep.
to extend that lead as he goes along here because 2 strokes he knows can easily disappear. Last lane, you can lose the stroke. You can not ace 17 and the other person does. And all of a sudden, that 2-stroke lead is just gone. And you can get in trouble on 18. It's last hole, a lot of stress and pressure. Man, the camera person, kudos to them for keeping up with the pace of play. Cam Cooper's
Right?
just up and at him.
Right.
Since that 4 from Josh Mars, I have to say, none of the other players are really going on a run at the moment. There's
Nope.
a few 1 under par. James McCarthy has actually just moved to 2 under par. James Goatley 1 under par. Scott Clancy 1 under par for the round. None of them yet able to go on that run. They just need 2 or 3 more aces. Some of them maybe 4, but none of them managing to do it yet. So at the moment, it looks
No.
like we're back to Matt Ansley versus Cameron Cooper, familiar territory. See what Patrick Holler can do. He's up next.
Yes.
Lane 9, he's aced this earlier today. Let's
Go,
see, he- one
Patrick.
of the 7th ace of the round on this one. Patrick bringing this down through the gully. Takes
Yep.
a rebound. Back in again.
Yeah, boy. Nice
Back-
one.
Back-to-back aces on lane 9 here for Hala in rounds 7 and 8. Well done.
Good for him. Let's get that score into the green. Get another ace down here. He's still in the hunt. Still in the hunt.
Yeah, he's tied second now. If Matt Ansley gets 2 here, he'll just be 2 strokes away from Matt. Oh,
And
dear.
Ansley gets to the
Uh-oh,
right
uh-oh,
side.
uh-oh.
Oh, no. Have not seen
Oh.
anybody down here yet today. Right side, you can see the mogul hazard.
Ooh.
This is going to take a little bit of creativity here, and I bet you're going to see a little stop and play here from Matt Ansley to think about this one for a minute.
Yeah, especially when you see how wide that hump can be. If you start to move the ball a little left or right, it's a big difference because you're catching from what we can see a wider part of the hump. So this is a huge putt. He drops this one. That 2-stroke lead that feels comfortable all of a sudden goes to just 1 where that
Yeah.
can change in 1 lane. It's a
Wide,
big putt.
wide awkward stance. He's up, and he's in for the par.
Wow, good one. That's got to be a confidence builder. I mean, he's going last and he knows he's in the driver's seat and he's been here before. He's given himself a chance. So he's thought about this tournament, I'm sure, a few times, and now it's time for him to finish strong. But he's got Cam up at the box, ready to try to get some aces.
Making the turn on lane 10. Cooper on the tee box, sends it up, rebounds with the golf ball back to the cup, and just lips on the front side of the cup.
How?
I don't even know how that didn't even go. That's crazy. Little
See
tap
Matt
in
watching
there.
on. And this is a big
Little-
moment for Patrick too.
Yeah.
He can get around that corner and play catch up. All of a sudden, he can keep himself in that conversation. He's in it right now.
2 strokes separate. Hala on the tee box, lane 10. 2 strokes behind. Gonna play the rebound. Last time played a dead ball. Takes it again hard off, and it sends it down and catches
Ooh.
the swale to save it from going back to the tee box. This is gonna leave a tricky putt uphill.
And
For
I
some
think
reason-
the second group are just about to start lane 15 now. Yep, they are. So keep your eyes on the lane 15. Josh Mars at the moment is the closest one to being in contention there. James McCarthy first though on lane 15, top right.
And you see,
Oh, he just misses it.
Patrick misses, and you could see with being in that swale, he didn't get really much of a relief. And
Oh,
it is a two
no.
people at the top that people might be familiar with if they've watched the New Zealand Open.
McCarthy goes off the rails there on 15, right side of your screen, left side. Matt Ansley setting up on the right side of the tee box. McCarthy on the right side gets relief from the railing. Ansley now sends it up with a golf ball, continues down. Does it stay up? It does.
Does.
Carry a second putt there.
It's a big one. It's a big one.
Work to be done here on both sides of the screen. McCarthy on your right looking to go back uphill on 15 for a par. Ansley looking for a 3-footer here for a par save on 10.
James is running out of
McCarthy's
lanes. He needs it.
And, oh no. Par for Ansley, and McCarthy sends it all the way back down.
I think that's probably
Good night,
from. Yeah, it's probably going to be it. He had previous to that 2 aces and only 1 drop, but he's definitely dropping here. He's dropping 2 shots, so I think that's putting him over par, and that's not going to be enough with this field to win it.
And again, McCarthy in the last round just not able to piece it all together. Cooper now, left side of your screen, lane 11, bringing it down with a rock hazard. Going to play the rebound, left, right, back to the cup, back of the railing. Leaves it just south of the cup, which is a great place to be for your second putt. Right side of your screen now. This is
Samuelson.
Brings it back up, but it doesn't get it enough effort. And he's down on this lower level.
And it's such a touchy hole or touchy lane because you have that hump and you hit it too hard and it goes flying out of bounds like we've seen with a lot of people. So starting to whittle down the field. I think an ace on 15 for people is going to be a huge game changer. But Patrick right now is just trying to do something on 11 and keep himself in the hunt.
Advantage Ansley right now. Holla just sends it back up and just passed on the left side. Not a bad putt, though. And unfortunately, Samuelson drops a stroke, too, as well. So, 15, causing some angst with our players today. Second last group. This is Josh Mars. Josh Mars sends it down. You see the bumps. Get it up, but no, it's not going to hold. Third player in a row to not make it to the top tier in such a clutch time with so little real estate left.
I think realistically that probably is his final chance. Maybe with a 2 and 3 aces, but yeah, he's running out of time.
He's really going to need a lot of help from other players now.
I was just going to say that you need that top group of players that are playing lightning fast and Josh dropping there. You're going to need those guys to make some mistakes. But again, these are the lanes right here that can make a big difference. There's not a lot of aces leading up to on 12 and 13. So could be a big game changer if someone can get one here on the next 2.
12 with Cooper, but he gets it out of control there.
Nope.
Just a little too ambitious. Looks like he's trying to go for it to make something happen.
Has to. He has to at this point.
I give him a lot of credit, but you don't want to out-putt yourself. And by that, I mean don't put yourself out of position for par. So
yeah, but I think Cam, having won it, knows that it's not about winning it the first time. It's like holding on to your position. And I think there's a certain amount of, I'm going to, now all of a sudden, Matt's getting some daylight that Matt can put in an ace here and
really start
it can be good.
Coffin. So Cooper there, you see on 12, dropping a stroke, left himself out of position with his second putt. Patrick Holla now on the tee box. Really good angle here. Right side, going to play the rebound off the right to the left into that top tier. Sends it up.
Lining up
Takes
nice.
Takes a backboard. Looks good, but comes up a little short.
Really nice. And that's where you see why Cam gave it a little bit more, is that you really needed to snap off that wall and give you a chance. Now, Patrick is in a unique position. He's on second and
Solo
not that
second.
far out of the lead.
Ansley now, far right side of the tee box, almost hugging the rail. He'll look for that rebound, get it to the top, waste no time. Sends it up and over the cup, back over, and just kind of
Nice,
wails
easy
out
two.
there to the right.
So I believe now that's a 3-stroke buffer for Matt
That
Ansley
is.
over both Cameron Cooper and Patrick Collar, who are tied for 2.
Second.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just fast and furious. And I think Matt is probably happy to be playing fast in this group, how they play, because again, he just wants to keep the momentum going. There's no thoughts about what's happened in the past. It's I'm in position. I know how to make these putts. Let's do this.
Lane 13, running out of time. Cooper takes the rebound, finds the channel, leaves it a little bit short of the cup. He'll have this tap, and you can see him starting to look away and starting to flail the putter after the putts, meaning he knows that he's got some work to do fast. He wants something to happen here.
He needs some big aces on some really tough lanes. All of these guys have made these ace putts, whether it's in practice or in the tournament. So none of them are counting themselves out, but they do know that they're playing with people that are also not going to make mistakes.
Hala through the
Patrick
channel.
Hala.
Back up, just short, was right on line too. Had a great line back at the cup. Just didn't have enough effort there. The pacing was just a little bit off. These tester putts for Hala, not his forte.
Yeah, but he's holding on this round. Patrick's really hanging in there. And again, I go back to this, like the past couple of years, it's been a 2-person race. And I just love that there's a lot of people really close and closer than before. And I hope this is a trend that can be the New Zealand Open, is that it's just a tight field. And Matt Ansley knows that he's got a lot of people out there that can score well.
Ansley now takes it down the right side through the chute, takes the rebound, but leaves it woefully short.
Yeah, you can see him hang his head a little bit, keep your head, make that putt.
Uncharacteristically there on this particular lane. Usually he's at the cup. Now he's got about almost 1.5 meters, 1.25 meters here left for his par.
You can see him probably getting out of frame to read it from afar and make sure he knows what that putt does.
Doesn't waste any time though. Smacks it home, takes it on the left edge, and probably thinks he's a little bit lucky there. Didn't want to give back what he's already earned, that's for sure.
He's grinning a little bit there. I'm sure he's
got away with one.
Keeping his composure, because again, he's been in this position to win, but it is far from over. We have some lanes coming ahead, that those last 4 lanes where there's less than 5 aces on all of the last 4 lanes, that someone gets that ace and you don't, and then you also have 15.
Oh, I thought that's what it was. I thought there was an ace there, that the screen jumped, and I thought Cameron Cooper had an ace there to get one back, but not the case.
It's running out of lanes.
Gas tank is almost empty, and there's no gas filling station around, so he's got to hurry.
I mean, they're going to hurry whether or not there's a gas filling station.
I think if there's not a record in the score, it's got to be a record time playing in this round. That's for sure.
The other groups are almost done. The second to last group's playing 18 right now.
The second to last groups are already home. They're already back at their house. Here we go with Hala. Finds the middle channel, looks good, just slides it to the right.
He had made that one before.
He did. Doesn't give it enough for the back door there either.
This is a big one for Matt. He'd like to get this ace and give himself some more breathing room, but right now he just really needs to hold on. I mean, doesn't need aces.
But if Matt aces this, he's really putting the nail in the coffin for sure.
I think so. I think it would take him doing
Yeah.
something really uncharacteristic on 15 and 18 because the other lanes, sure, some of them, the folks are going to get aces, but everybody has to play really perfect, as Andrew was saying earlier, in order to catch these guys right now.
Only a handful of lanes left. Matt Ansley, right side of the tee box. Lane 14 sends it down over the hill. Coming back. And almost
Oh,
it's an ace.
but
That was a really aggressive line for him to take.
and good for him. Good for him taking, continuing to stay aggressive. He's been in the position being so close that no fear of giving this away. Just know that if the ball goes a little astray from what you are hoping to do on the aggressive line, you probably have practiced those deuces. And now this is the big one. And we'll see if they pause for even a second. And it doesn't look like it. The camera's barely in place and Cam's got the ball down.
These guys aren't wasting any time today.
No.
Ansley with his foot on the gas pedal. Cooper on the tee box.
An ace. Needs an ace.
Boy, just leaves it just a little short on the backside.
Just
But a
as a
two's
reminder,
big.
there's 4 lanes to go, including this one, and it's Matt Ansley 3 strokes ahead of both Cameron Cooper and Patrick Holler. So Matt Ansley 3 strokes ahead with 4 lanes to go, including this one. So really, really getting down to crunch time now for all 3 of these players.
I called as this. If Ansley can make it through unscathed on 15, this is his tournament to lose.
Well, keep in mind here, Cam and Patrick, if they drop some shots on a couple of these last few lanes, Josh Mars could move into second too.
Almost an ace there from Holla. Skips just by the right side of the cup, but leaves himself an easy tap in. And that leaves Ansley left here on the tee box. This is probably your tournament right here.
Oh, and Josh
Ansley.
Mars finished with a 4, so I don't see Josh moving up.
No. That's too bad.
Big one here.
Ansley on the long lane 15 sends it down, goes back up, but stays and goes around and leaves himself with a great lead for par.
Great leave.
I think we're looking at our champion this year right here, folks.
I don't think we want to say anything too early, but I think we're really seeing Matt Ansley put together just a consistent form throughout this tournament. Started a little with his worst round, and since then has played really great mini golf. I mean, 35 and 34 earlier today and he's on par to be under par once again. So that's how you finish. He'll be the only player, if he's able to finish this off the way he's playing right now, to finish with all 3 rounds in the green. Unfortunately, Cam Cooper 36-36 and is on par right now to probably shoot a 36. Not what he was hoping.
Today. Yeah.
No.
3 lanes left and a 3-stroke lead for Ansley, and a par right there for
Matt's
Cooper.
definitely got the momentum.
Does, absolutely. Holler now on the tee box. He always takes this on the left side. Let's see if he stays true here on 16. Takes this one over the center this time, and oh boy, that costed him.
Did that set on top? No, that's behind it.
It's behind it, but that's a tough putt now.
That's a tough putt, and there's still room for Josh Mars to skip ahead of him too. So he better be careful to hold on to at least top 3.
This is Patrick Holler now. You see the bump there, the little mogul. He's aiming a little far right there.
I don't know what he's doing. I think he's playing a rebound shot off the wall, coming back at it, and then he's stepping away.
I think he can get a double rebound here off the second mogul in front. Would be the play. I don't think you want to go behind it to the right side of the mogul.
No, because you get a weird kick and you end up behind another mogul. Like at that point, you'd almost want to give up and take the 3, but not at this level. You just play the hump and hope for the best.
Patrick Holler for par. Sends it up and in. What a great putt.
Great putt, Patrick. Great
Solid.
putt. You really want to see him finish strong, even if he ends up with a round in the red, par or worse. I think it's still fine because, it'll show a little bit more consistency, even when the pressure's on for him going forward.
Lane 16, final round of the tournament. Up and over the moguls. Does he get enough? No.
Oh, no, he does not have line of sight. I don't
Nope.
think so. He's going to have to take a similarly fussy putt, but this is where you build in that breathing room, but he'd prefer not to have it. Is he going to lay up?
Maybe he does have line of sight, or maybe he will take. Yeah, he did. He laid it up. That's a smart play. It really is.
It's a smart play, but
it's a smart play because he knows he's got a 2-stroke lead now, and
but we talked about that. Yeah, but we talked about that. 17 is one that is fussy, where someone gets an ace, and all of a sudden you get a 2, and it's a 1-stroke lead going into that final lane. He's put himself in a tough spot every round we've watched.
I do think it was a smart play because I don't know if I would have enough. I don't know if I'd have enough guts to go after that either, because it could cause more problems. Back down to 17.
An ace here could make this a lane 18 showdown. That's the reality.
That's what I was saying.
It is the reality. Let's see what happens. Cam Cooper going at the angle, coming back up. It just slides it by.
No, but Patrick Halla is still in a position where now if he aces it, and you have to think that Matt's trying to probably play the ace, but not charge it so that you could end up down by that rock. But again, that's depending on how Patrick goes. I think if he can get the ace for Matt, that should close the door, but we shall see.
That's Halla, the tee box, that left side.
Big one. This is a
big
shot. Big shot.
Closes the gap to 1. Halla sends it down. Left side, back up, and it's
baby. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Can you believe it? Matt Ansley now faced with a 1-stroke deficit after having a 3-stroke lead evaporate in just 2 lanes. Now, this is the response. Ansley on the tee box.
Wants this
Needs
ace.
An ace. Needs
Wants
the
this
ace. Sends it down. Up and in for an ace.
Oh, big one. Huge shot by Matt Ansley.
Unbelievable. Matt Ansley back to a 2-stroke lead with 1 left.
And that kind of throws, I think, Cam Cooper out of it at this point, with him being 3 strokes off the lead. He will not win his 3rd title unless Matt Ansley does something absolutely baffling. And it looks like Josh Mars will be 4th and James Goatley 5th, because none of those guys are going to catch them unless these guys just completely lose their heads.
Here we go with the action. Cooper now, 18, last hole.
Needs an ace.
Sends it over.
Needs an ace.
Just dies.
And
sends it back to the bump.
And that's kind of it. I think that was his last hope, is that an ace and maybe the other players losing their heads. But right now, I think a 3 here, even a 3 here, he's going to hold on to 3rd place. But a 2, maybe Patrick takes 3 and they'll be tied for 2nd. So this is a big one.
Straight ahead. Plays it just tentative there on the left side. It did move from his right to left, and he's going to drop a stroke here in 18, and that is just costly.
And that should end the run for Cam Cooper, which has just been super impressive the last 2 years, winning the last 2 New Zealand Opens. You can kind of see it in his body language and just his scores. He couldn't get under par all day. No rounds under par since round 3. And
here we go. Halla now
huge.
On the tee box. 18 takes the rebound, sends it up.
Hey,
he's got
to look. This is a big putt. If he drops here, that will give Matt Ansley so much room on this final lane where it's 2 strokes apart. 2 strokes
Two
apart.
Yeah, 2 strokes.
lead right
So if he gets this, Matt Ansley will have 3 strokes to win.
Yep.
That's correct. Patrick Holland now, 18. Second putt. It rims it and goes down.
Whoo!
3 to win.
Breath there. 3 to
And
win
he'll come
now.
in second at
Break
bare
his
minimum.
curse. Get that elephant off his back. So much history.
Come
He
on,
can break
Matt.
his curse right here.
Crush
Three
it.
strokes.
Go for the ace. Go for
The
the ace.
the 144th lane of this tournament for Matt Ansley.
Go for
It
that
all
ace.
comes down to 3 strokes. Let's see how he does. Sends it down the left side, takes the rebound, and
Oh
goes
my God.
right around. I don't know why he did that, but
He
oh,
loves
that's
putting from
frustrating.
behind there.
I don't know. I think that's his shot. I think he likes this
might-
putt.
Maybe he just doesn't like to be where Cam was up next to that little
I think you're right.
gully. He just might feel super confident about hitting these putts and makes this
Well, This
he
is it
will
for the win right here.
overcome his 2-stroke deficit over the past 2 years. The New Zealand Open for the win. Matt Ansley 4-2 and the first that we've seen the World Adventure Golf Tour win of this tournament.
There he goes. Ansley sends it way by.
Oh no.
Oh no! If he misses this putt, it's a tie.
Yeah.
He's got to make this
my gosh,
to solidify the
that's
win
right.
by 1 stroke.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Matt.
Wow.
Matt Ansley with a flair for the drama. Lane 18. This is for a bogey and the win.
Oh my gosh.
Ansley,
Come on,
can he
Matt.
bring it home?
Just finish it.
He misses it.
It's a playoff.
And he has a tap in
Oh
for
my
a tie and a
gosh.
playoff.
Oh my gosh.
And look at the defeat there in his face.
Oh my
He dropped
gosh.
2 stroke. It was definitely his tournament to lose there.
Oh.
And Matt Ansley cannot finish the job.
Oh no.
And it's a tie now between Patrick Halla and Matt Ansley at the top after a
Two
dramatic.
people.
Wow.
Who have never won this before. They
I
would
was
both
just
be
going to say it would
first
be
time
a new
winners.
winner.
A dramatic
Either way,
4.
we've got a new winner.
Well, I'm glad I held my dinner reservations off. I pushed
Wow.
them back because I'd have to be leaving right now. And if you are sitting
All
and
right.
watching this tournament
I know.
and you have somewhere else to go, just send a text and be like, hold on for a minute.
All right, my
We got
question is this.
something.
My question
Yep.
is this to Andrew. How are we playing the playoffs? Is it sudden death now?
Sudden death, lane 1.
Sudden death lane 1, and this is an aceable hole.
Yeah.
Should be sudden
Pat-
death 15 over and over.
15. Let me tell you something. Oh boy, this is crazy. It's Patrick Halla, and it's Matt Ansley for the championship in the playoffs. Sudden death now.
And 1 year ago, Matt Ansley lost by 1 stroke. 2 years
Oh
ago,
my
Matt
God,
Ansley
don't say it, don't
lost
say it.
by 1
Don't
stroke.
No, stop it.
I
Can
was like-
he break his? I mean, it's an unlucky streak. I've not heard anything like it before. But that's the kind of pressure that's on his back at the moment.
And you did-
2023, he loses by 1 stroke. 2024, he loses
gosh.
by 1 stroke.
I have to say, I have to believe that on 18, those 2 putts were just pressure putts. I mean,
Yeah.
he's definitely seen those putts multiple times. He's made those putts multiple
I
times.
still don't understand why he didn't have more of a layup near the front on that first putt on the tee shot. I would not want to be putting up that berm where the ball can roll out on that last one, but we saw him make 2s on it the previous time, so it's not as if he couldn't make that, but oh boy. And of course they're
Here we go.
already up at
Here we
the
go.
box, and Patrick Halla for first hole of sudden death.
An ace here can put the pressure on. Halla going right at it. This looks like it's pretty good.
Looks a little.
And it's in for an
Oh
ace.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's
Oh my
ace or
gosh.
bust.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Ace or
no,
bust?
Matt.
Boy, another pressure putt here for
Oh.
Ansley. He looked like he was in the driver's seat on
Oh
15.
no!
Dropped 3 strokes.
Come on,
Here we
Matt.
go. Matt.
We want more
Bring
mini
it
golf.
down, and it's
Oh
all
no,
over.
he missed it.
It's all over. He throws his
Oh
hat.
no!
He throws down the club. He does the sportsmanship. And
Congratulations to our
Wow.
new winner, Patrick Holler.
Holler.
First-time winner of the New Zealand Open 2025. Congratulations, Patrick.
Oh.
I don't think anyone would have guessed it at the beginning of this weekend. Patrick has had a round of 32, 2 rounds of 33,
Unreal.
1 round of 35. Congratulations, Patrick. Well deserved. Now that's
Wow.
out of the way.
And
Not out of the way,
he
but we've got
finished-
to talk about Matt. 3
Oh,
times, 3 years in a row, he's lost the New Zealand Open by
Let's
1
just talk
stroke.
about Patrick Holla, where he is in the holiday feeling because he's going green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red to win the tournament. So he's kicking off the holiday season, I guess, right, is what we could say about it. But he beat Matt Ansley by 1 stroke that final round. And if you look at all the scores, everybody got really tight. Everybody in the top 6 had scores in the red. If Steven Samuelson would have shot somewhere around what? If Steven Samuelson shoots a 32, he wins the tournament.
Yeah.
So, it all started there on 16. It started with a layup putt there that caused the bogey. The ace on 17 by Hala, and then the 2-stroke drop there on 18 to cause the playoff. And then a clutch putt from Hala on lane 1 seals the deal with a missed angle there from Ansley on 1. And history repeats itself.
And it was his only 4 of the tournament for Matt Ansley on the last lane of all 8 rounds.
Wow.
And the only time in the entire tournament that he took more than a 2 on 18. So even as I said, why would you put yourself there? Well, who am I to say? 7 rounds previously, he took a 2 every time. And the ones I saw today, they were all from behind there. He knew how to make it. And then that pressure
on the right
getting
side
the
of
monkey
screen.
off his back. Oh, Matt, it's
tough.
I've seen this in person and I've seen this on video, and it's so hard. Matt Ansley becomes the 3-time second place finisher of the New Zealand Open in all 3 combined by a total of 3 strokes.
He's thinking about it right now, what went wrong. You can see him analyzing with McCarthy there. But you know what? I'll tell you what. He's got enough points to go to the finals. He'll still be there in Aces in Gloucester if he wants to be there. But he's going to let this one sink in for a while and try to figure out
Matt,
what
we
went wrong
feel
here.
for you, man. We feel
look at
for
him.
you.
He's scratching his head now and pointing. He's like, I had to lay up. I couldn't make the shot. I missed the second putt.
Patrick has to just be like on cloud 9. I mean, to imagine going in to 17 where you're like, or even going into 16, because that's where Matt first dropped. You're like, well, I'm kind of out of this, and it's going to take crazy things to happen for me to get this. And all of a sudden he gets a drop from Matt, where Matt all of a sudden, where we were talking about that layup on 16, I think he was playing a little tentative. I hate saying it.
So one more time, I want to say a big congratulations to Patrick Holler for very well-deserved victory.
Absolutely. Played amazing today.
A lot of it, rounds of 32, 33, as I said. Congratulations to Patrick Holler, your champion of the New Zealand Open 2025.
Way to go, Patrick.
And that is it for the WMF World Adventure Golf Tour season 25-26 for the regular tournaments.
Unreal.
At the end of the season, we have the final. That will be in May in Gloucester. What's coming up next? We have the calendar being announced in January. the invitation letter for the final in January, and also the announcement of who will be the 42 players, the 42 very best adventure golf players from all around the world that will meet for one ultimate showdown to determine who the ultimate champion is in Gloucester. Thank you to everyone who's watched tonight, and thank you for everyone who's supported us over this year. As we were talking about yesterday, it's been a much more competitive year. People traveling to other countries, people really going for those ranking points to make the final. Final few words from Dave and Tom.
Boy, I tell you what, couldn't have done this season without you guys, and it's been a fantastic season. And I know that Sebi Kukielka and all the players over there in England are so anxiously awaiting the finals here at Aces in Gloucester. It's going to be a fantastic finish in May, and I hope everybody that's watching will be a part of that too. We'll definitely be bringing it to you live. Tom?
And all of you players that are watching that haven't already registered to potentially play in that final and are thinking, hey, how am I going to compete against all of those players? Remember the format. Top 16, it goes into a match play head-to-head matchup, and the pressure is going to be on everybody, but especially those locals, because they're going to be expected to win. So it's going to be a really, really fun final that is, and if that Aces course, it's named appropriately. Lots of aces and thin margins and a really, really fantastic course. So I can't wait to watch that final. And I don't think I'll be playing in it, but I will be absolutely watching every putt because it's going to be a lot of great players there.
On behalf of Andrew Edmonds and Tom Loftus, my name's Dave Vida from the Golf Warehouse in Lower Hutt, New Zealand. It's Patrick Halla, your winner of the New Zealand Open 2025.